Yo, people, Kai here. Hey, listen, today we're gonna have a heart to heart, man. We're gonna talk about Chelsea. We're gonna talk about, everything that's on your mind. I'm gonna have you on, and we're gonna talk this, together. You could tell me how you feel and stuff, and we can just basically talk about everything Chelsea related, man. We're gonna have Prime come with me in a little bit. He's gonna join us, and we're gonna have people on if you guys interested into coming on. So you know what, man? I've been since the game, man. I've been depressed, man. I just you know what? People call us, Lampard outers, plastics, and whatever. But reality of the matter is, we're not happy with where we are, man. We want to go back to where we used to be. We want to be the best, want to be the challenging for Premier League, man. It breaks my heart when I see clubs like Liverpool, man. We 4 or 5 years ago they didn't even talk to us. Now all of a sudden they're talking all of this smack, and we cannot say anything back, man. You know. Growing up, I used to watch like Lampard play, and I used to love the guy, man. But right now, man, this stuff is not working, man, and it's depressing me because a lot of people they don't see that. They look at it emotionally, trying to separate Lampard, the player, uh, uh, compared to something else, and it just makes me sad, man. Yo, how are you guys feeling? What do you guys feel about the Lampard thing, man?
It's sad, man. It's sad. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
And I think with the Lampard thing is that I think it's about how people feel about Lampard. I was watching the Matisse channel,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you can hear it's not about the numbers or what they look like, the evidence that's showing that he's underperforming, he's not doing bad. It's just about how people feel about Lampard. That's all it's
Yeah.
about. I think more people, the people who don't want Lampard out, I think there are people who are on the fence. They're really Lampard out because they know the Chelsea history.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like people just don't want Lampard to fail. They're not looking what it is. They're looking at what they want it to be. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel. You know what? We share similar views. For me, I think just the fact of the matter is Lampard just. It's not about Lampard. I don't. People just think it's about. It's not about Lampard. It's about Chelsea. It's
Yeah,
it's the lion on the badge. You know what I mean? It's not doing well. We are. I don't know where we will be tomorrow. After all the games have been played. You know what I mean? And
it's
it's not good, and something has to be changed. It's either Lampard changing his tactics and we view this at the end of the season, or we have to cut our ties now and just accept it as it is. Lampard isn't good enough and we need to move on. You know what I mean?
Like this is no Lampard agenda. We just want the best for our football club. People are so childish. They just want Lampard to succeed. But we can see that he has no progress in his playing.
Yeah.
Same thing every week, and you can see that we just cross. But why isn't changing the play up? Like
Yep.
it's so predictable. The top managers, why we drew to Tottenham? Because they have a smart manager like Mourinho. He saw we're just crossing, so he just closed his space. It's so easy.
He notifies our crossers, man. We couldn't even cross the ball.
Yeah, because he knows what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
exactly.
be more like unpredictable. I don't like this style of play.
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah,
that
yeah, 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 yeah. Go ahead,
yeah
man. Go
that
ahead.
yeah that is what is happening. I think the thing is you can see with the rivals, no one is scared of Ole coaching Man United. You must always check. Like
Yeah,
no one was saying no one was undermining the situation when Man City got Pep Guardiola because they knew what was about to happen if he got it right.
yeah,
But so rivals can see what's happening with Chelsea. They can see that he is tactically inept. He's not tactically there. It's not that we're saying
yeah,
that Lampard is a bad manager. He shows that last season that he has something in him to make him a good manager. It's just that he hasn't learned it. Has he ever been an assistant manager?
yeah. No, I hasn't been anything other than Derby manager, man,
Yeah,
which is
because people
scary.
forget that Zidane was assistant manager to Ancelotti when they won the Champions League for the first time in like 12 years or something. So he took that experience when he got in after, I think, 2 years later, after Rafa Benitez failed.
Yeah,
He came in and they won the Champions League, but he was using that experience he got under Nagelsmann. was assistant manager to Thomas Tuchel. Like these
Yeah.
things do matter. Brendan Rodgers was assistant manager to Jose Mourinho. Being an assistant manager to a good coach, it helps you because now you can see it from a different perspective. You can see,
yeah, and you say that, and also like look at who's his assistant manager is. Somebody who's just worked with the youth. Jody Morris doesn't have the experience of being an assistant manager to a big coach as well. That's why it's the same point. He's not able to find solution and help Lampard. I honestly don't know what Jody Morris helps Lampard with. Other than telling him which of the kids are good. But is that really gonna get us where we want to be as far as winning titles? What do you guys think?
I think we fell in the trap of young manager are so good for the football club when Oli had his run. We fell in this trap because we should have not hired Lampard from first place. What did he do?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything special with Derby. If he came first in the championship, then I would said yes.
Yeah.
He should be our manager. But this was too early. Even people said this is too early. We should have listened, but
yeah. You know what? I'm actually I'm one of the few people on the football terrace. And the thing is, like, everybody. I remember when it was announced, everybody were like, Lampard is why Lampard is not ready? Is he really ready? Is he really ready? And all of those people said, is he ready? And then the season came, right? We lost 12 games, but we were able to get Champions League by some miracle, which is, by the way, the only team who was able to get to top 4 with the amount of points that we had last season was Arsenal in 2006, I think. And it happened once. It was a freak season, So the fact is, we got it, and then everybody else became just very optimistic that he can be there. But now this year, after he has some new players that aren't the players that he used at Derby, he looks out of ideas. We just use the same system over and over again, and it's failing. And he needs to do something, man. Otherwise, we're just going to keep failing and keep failing and keep failing and keep dropping down the. I don't know. Did United win today or did they draw?
I think they're drawing.
They're drawing right now. Now it's the same thing with the Bayern situation. The Niko Kovac.
Yeah.
I remember what German pundit said. He played for Bayern Munich. He said players can see when a manager is not good enough.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they try to please him, thinking that he will improve fast. But then when they see, because these players know what they're capable of. That's why Timo Werner and Kai Havertz and Thiago Silva, and even Ben Chilwell was talking about how they can challenge for the Champions League. They're not just saying that out of nowhere. They know how good they are, these guys. They know Reece James is on par to be the best fullback, one of the best right backs in world football. You can see the potential is there. You know? So see how good they are. They know that they have the capability to win the Champions League if they were coached well. Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone said it. He said, first they're gonna start playing for you. Then they're gonna realize that you've reached your limit. Then they're gonna stop listening to what you're saying and start doing what they want to do. Yeah. And that's when you can see there's a confusion. Clubs don't usually do well. Then it's gonna get set because they're not gonna waste 3-4 years of their time. Like Ziyech is 27. He's not gonna wait until he's 33 until Lampard is ready so that they can win the league. They're gonna start downing tools.
I think Roman himself, man, he's not going to be very patient. A lot of people say, "Oh, Roman changed." Did he really change, or did he just hire Lampard because of that ban and we needed someone to come in and step in? Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
That's the thing. I don't think we changed. I think that transfer ban slowed us down because Sarri spent, I think, about 130 million.
Yeah.
When he was there for one season, so the transfer ban slowed us down. That's why we were appealing and everything. This was never the plan. Yeah. I did think that. One positive something came out from Lampard. The positive is that he has this ability to build a squad. He's not tactically good enough to coach it to be the best squad, but he can build. He knows how to pick the talent, like what he did with Reece James and Lamptey, the Billy Gilmore situation. He has this ability to know, okay, which player I need, which individual, the type of quality, but he doesn't have the quality the tactical ability to take it where they need to be, and that I think that's where he's not gonna succeed. I know we want him to succeed, but we've seen this a million times. How many managers learn on the job with quality footballers and last? How many are there?
I think
go ahead, my uncle.
I think Lampard is such a weird manager. First, he played Tamura. He loved Tamura at Derby, player of the year. in Derby.
Yeah, that was
Then he plays him in the beginning of the season. From nowhere, he drops him. Same for Kovacic, player of the year last season. He was so good. He is the key to play from the middle. But for some reason, he just drops them. I don't understand. Why?
I made that joke. That the reason Lampard just doesn't play Kovacic is because he won the player of the year over Mount. And he was like really upset about it. You know what I mean? So that could be the reason.
Yeah, because Mount.
Yeah, go ahead, my man. Go
on.
We don't have a player that plays from the midfield, can drive from the midfield to get to the winger, pass to the wingers, or pass to the camp. We don't have a player that can drive.
Kova
exactly. That's why we need to play him. That's the reason why we were so good last year to create chances.
You know what I think Lampard needs to do, in my opinion? Yeah, it's just my opinion. So before people start hating on me, he needs to take out Mount out of the team. Try to build a team on paper that has different functions, different roles, you know, and build a team that way. It shouldn't be Mount and then we add 10 more players. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that way. It's remind me. I remember when Conte was here and he wanted to do something, but it couldn't. And then he built something from something different. He took players like Moses, Alonso. He tried to do something different. Lampard persists with the same players that are failing, man. And for me, it scares me, man.
Yeah, I think there's I know we say managers have their favorites, and they do.
Yeah.
But usually the best performer was the favorite of the manager. And I think we can see that, like the Arsenal game, for example, Kovacic was the best midfielder, but he took Kovacic off and he left Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to play the 4-2-3-1 because there's no place for Mount in the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
In the 4-2-3-1, the 10 is not going to be Mount. It's Kai Havertz. Can't tell us to play obviously because he's one of the best there. And the person who was playing the double pivot, it's either gonna be not Jorginho or Kovacic.
Yeah.
Because he's more talented and he's a better ball carrier, and Billy Gilmore because he has a great range of pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he has a fear that he might leave out Mason Mount because he sees himself in him or some weird shit like that. It doesn't make sense. I think it's like.
Yeah. Go ahead. Finish your point, man.
It's like I don't know. I don't want to say something bad, but it's like this Mr. Mount and this thing of forcing things will be the end of him. Like Timo Werner through the wings, and like he keeps forcing these things, trying to make them work. I think he's trying to prove people that he was not. It didn't make a bad decision, you know, by playing. What's this guy Timo Werner on the left or Mason Mount through the middle? Because you can see that this thing is direction. Why is Kai Havertz deeper than Mason Mount when Kai Havertz is the better attacking talent? He's the better attacking player. That guy at 21 years old has better goal contribution, more goal contributions than Lionel Messi at 21. So this guy is really good in the attacking third. But why is he the one dropping deeper to collect the ball?
I think both of him and Werner, we're using them wrong, man. I think we need to make my main issue with Lampard, right? We build a team that fits mostly Mount and the kids and the same as last year, but we don't have the same team as last year. He needs to try to build a new team with a new formation that fits all the players, including the new players. You know what I mean? Like imagine, what is he going to do if Mount gets injured, man? And by the way, if Mount doesn't play, people tell me, if Mount doesn't play, we lose our play. Do you guys remember the best game of our season was against Sevilla and Mount didn't play and we won that game the most convincingly this season? So I think Lampard needs to be more brave with his selection and try to find a different thing, you know.
Go ahead. He's not getting used right. It's so wrong. He's playing like a deep midfield, like a deep central mid. He needs to play by Leverkusen in the end of the season. You know, the first half of the season he didn't play great, but the second half of the season that was when he was as the best. And you know where he was playing as a striker, as a striker because Volland was injured.
He was playing as a shadow striker.
Why not use Werner and Havertz as a pair?
Option. Or as a 10 or whatever. You remember against Southampton, we used them that way. And
you can use him as a 10, but you can also he can be the one that also make the runs in the middle if we're going to cross.
But I have a big issue with the way that Lampard is treating with Havertz because he's quite new to the league. I understand that he shouldn't play him that way, at the same way. But for me, is you're gonna get the confidence out of him, and then everything is just gonna go horrible.
Not just Havertz, so many players. If you're gonna continue with playing benching Shaw, like he is gonna leave. He's gonna leave. Why would he stay? If I were Hudson-Odoi, I would have left to Bayern. What's the opportunity? But he loves the club. Like he's getting treated badly.
Yeah, hey, you know what, man? The thing with me and this, I want to see something different. If I'm gonna give Lampard this time that he's talking about, I think we need to do something different.
Kai, who would get in as manager if Lampard gets sacked?
You know what?
There's a couple man, but it has to be an attacking manager.
If Lampard is for me, it doesn't matter who it is as long as it's an attacking manager. Because I want to because I like the foundation that Lampard is doing. I just don't like the way that he's conducting that foundation. If that makes sense, I think we need somebody like maybe Tuchel would be my least, but I would prefer Luis Enrique or somebody who is, for example, Luis Enrique, or who else is there? Nagelsmann would be good as well because he's also young as Lampard. But for now, I want to see Lampard change. I want him to do something else. Shaw is working well.
I don't think he's gonna change because I think that he's feeling the pressure. The problem with this many quality players, this pressure, you can't just take risks like he was doing.
United 1-0, man. Oh man.
Yeah, so
far away from that top four, man. So Jesus Christ, United are lucky, man. So lucky, man.
If we still have Lampard, I don't see us making top four, and that's what I don't like. People actually want to risk playing on Thursdays because they
don't want to play. I can't stand the Europa League.
People say Allegri, but what a waste! Yeah. Like we have such a good squad.
I don't want to squad.
No. Why?
I would take Enrique, not Allegri.
Yeah, why get a defensive manager with all this youth, like all this talent? Such a waste. We need to get an attacking manager. Which gets the best out of players.
Oh man, United! I'm so bummed right now. Sorry guys. Oh my God, man! We are paying for those dropped points, man.
No, that's what's gonna happen.
Game, man.
The guy's just not good enough.
United always make comebacks in the end. It's so annoying,
bro. They are 4 points above us with a game in hand.
That's top mentality, which we don't have.
No, because they play to the.
Let me talk to Andrew, man. How are you, my bro? How was everything going? You good?
Yeah, all good. Just finished work, so.
Did you? Yeah, I finished work at 6, man. I've been to the. I watched the Nini stream as well. Did you watch the Nini stream with the Darkest Time? Nini was crying, man. He was actually getting triggered. I don't know if you guys watched. If you guys watch it, I don't know if you have. I would send you the link, man. It was hilarious, man. Nini was getting mad over stats. He said the stats don't mean anything. How the people on context using them, blah blah blah. He was like really angry, man. He was like, I was going with my dad since the 80s. He did the same thing Lee was doing when he was facing with like stats. He just lost that debate, man, completely. Man. You should watch it.
Gave his football fan history and didn't answer the question.
Yeah, he didn't. He tried, but he basically just was like. Yeah, stats don't mean anything, but his opinion does. Which
stats don't mean anything. They're just a fact.
Zero sense to me. Hey, Lanzi, how are you, my man? Yeah, go ahead.
That's when I realized. That's when I realized that this is not. This is not about.
Did I just hear someone feels sorry for Hudson-Odoi, the kid who's on like 150 grand a week?
I'm not feeling sorry for anybody. I wish I was on 150 years. And you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but I'm not the biggest fan of Odoi. Maybe you do know it because if you listen to my opinions about him on the terrace, but I'm sure not all of you are from the terrace. And I think it's unfair how he's been treated, yeah? Because he actually should be playing because we look better with him. Yeah. Actually, we could probably look better with any winger. It's not like specifically him, but he's been good. So he deserves a chance. So if Lampard drops him in the next game, you can understand like fans being frustrated, don't you, Andrew?
Absolutely, yeah. Because we moved better yesterday. Which is not saying much since our performance against Arsenal was trash.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I very frustrating. Yes, very frustrating yesterday. As we all discussed on many streams yesterday. My issue yesterday was that why did he pick Christensen yesterday? For what reason?
Apparently rotation.
We could play Tomori instead. What is this?
I think there's something with Tomori that is deeper. It has to be. Like I think he's gone because of.
I mean, they say he's got problems with Adoy, but I mean, what? He must have mega problems. With
How is that related, man? What are they, man? Teenage girls? How is that has to do with Lampard, though?
No, that's what I mean. But they all say he's got problems with Adoy, but what problems has he got with Tomori? He's not even getting over Christensen. You know.
Bro, yeah. No, Tomori. I think he also has issues with our boy Alonso as well. I think he has a lot of.
Oh, Alonso.
Like, he has like a fight on the bus or something. Yeah, Lampard has temper, man. He has temper. That guy, man.
Alonso hasn't played since West Brom.
Bro, I don't care. I cannot. I think Alonso should have been shipped.
No, that's good. I'm glad.
2 managers ago, man.
I'm glad about that.
2 managers ago, man. I'm glad that. Hey, little shade. So sorry, by the way, people, that I was late. I was finally able to get on the Lewis channel, man. So it's a big opportunity for me. I couldn't miss it, you know. Going up in the world, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, man. People, man, join us on the stream, man. We're talking Chelsea only. If you're a rival fan, you come on. I'll most likely kick you because I don't care about your club. But that's a different thing. Christensen can get out, man. Disgusting how he dived on the floor. But I don't like the abuse to the players, man. You know what I mean? Well,
I know, but he was the guy that fouled Grealish, and he's the guy that stands on the floor 1 minute.
Trying to do some Danish magic, man.
If he didn't go on the floor, they wouldn't have scored.
Yeah. He should have stood up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Tomori is a better defender. Everybody knows that. The problem. Christensen suffers from lapses in concentration when defending. Like, did you see when Oli Watkins, when the ball was rolling, I think it was a loose ball, and he was just looking at it while walking? Because that's actually how we consider the Southampton goal, the Danny Ings, the first goal when we were 2-0 up, and then we considered when they scored the goal, Southampton. He was walking back to his position. This guy was walking. He was not even jogging back to his position, and that's when Havertz loses the ball. How can you be a serious defender if you don't quickly take your position so that you can at least defend well? But now it's like this guy. I don't know how he gets picked every time. I think my opinion with Christensen has always been the same. He's good technically, but in the Premier League you can't just be a ballerina. You have to be also a warrior in a bit. You know, you have to be like the best of both worlds. You have to be a good passer. You know, especially to play for a club like Chelsea.
He's not suited for the Premier League. He's more suited.
Exactly. And the way
Serie A, where it's not as physical because he's so.
Can I address this point, guys? With the Athletic said he lost it with Werner at halftime versus Arsenal. I think he lost it with. That's why he played him as striker. I think him and Werner had a heated debate or argument, and I don't think it's a bad thing, to be honest. I think managers need to be like, if it gets him to play as a striker and show Lampard something that he hasn't been using him, I don't mind it. You know, for me, as long as Chelsea benefits, I don't mind how it happens.
One thing, Werner is playing in the wrong position, but he's missing a lot of easy chances. That can't be for the position.
Yeah, but that's also come from confidence. That's also come from confidence. I like to give this. Sorry, my man. Let me just finish this and I'll let you continue. It's remind me of, if you remember Kane under Pochettino before he left. If you just see the amount of sitters that guy was missing because of his morale, you know, it's the same thing with Werner. He's just not confident. He's not in a good place right now. But we need to stick with him because the guy is making good runs. Unlike people like to compare to Morata, but Morata was never going to good runs, man.
Yeah,
he was never in the right place at the right time. So just give him time, back him, and keep playing him in the position.
He's getting in the positions.
Yeah. And then the goals will come. Same thing with. He reminds me of Vardy, man. He's a German Vardy.
But we should play more football on the ground.
It's exactly like Vardy.
Yeah.
We can't keep playing long balls, especially when you have so many players with great technical ability. Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz. You have Kovacic. You have all these technically gifted players, but you can't play football on the ground.
Yeah. No, man. I've always said this. We have this. I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but this is one of the most technical teams that we have in the Roman era as far as technical ability. So it's a very technical team, right? And
it is.
And I want Lampard to get the best out of them, but at the same time, I don't want us to get more players because the chemistry already needs to get balanced. You know, we shouldn't be adding more players because we're already having issues gelling in. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Like I wouldn't add Rice now. I would wait until if we're gonna get a Rice or a DM or whatever it is with Lampard. If Lampard stays, I think we should just keep our team the way that it is now. Let them gel, and then we can improve on it on the summer rather than just add more players now to an already kind of messy situation. What do you think, Daniel? By the way, how are you, my man?
I'm all right. Yeah.
What do you think? Does that make sense?
I think the same thing.
Yeah.
I just think Lampard thinks it works all the time. That's why he keeps doing the crossing and seeing if someone can get on the end of it. But he needs to change his ways. I'm not Lampard out because I back every manager until they get sacked.
Yeah, I know you do. Daniel. Don't worry, man. I'm not. See, the thing with me, yes, I'm Lampard out, but I wouldn't just like shove it down your throat. It's like, at the end of the day, it's your opinion. You know, I'm not gonna try to convert you. You know.
I'd like to see him when he's got a fully fit squad. Better.
Yeah, but just for the sake of Chelsea, not even just for him, man. Just for this, because I think Ziyech is a phenomenal player, man. But I think he should manage Ziyech better than he's managing for the last 2 games, man. Because we need.
I don't want to see when Ziyech comes back. He shouldn't be thrown straight in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He should come off the bench.
Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic has been working, but is he going to keep doing it every game when everyone's fit?
I think he has to. No, if the wingers are fit, then they should start. This Werner thing on the wing's got to end. It's got to end.
Yeah, Werner's got to play. He did play all right when he went up front as well against Villa.
Played up front, against. I think he had a heated debate or a chat with Lampard where they agreed that he won't play.
Why not play Ziyech as a number 10? Because he can always interchange with players like Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic.
That's the beauty of him. I think he's also very good on the wing as well. I think
people say he's not a number 10, but he has played more games as a cam in Ajax than right wing.
Why do we have to? Why do you have to ask them to stick to a position?
You have to drop one of those players.
Why can't they just have a free roam?
Yeah, like a flexible thing.
Yeah, why can't they just? I go here, you go there. You know, sort of.
Take it in turns.
My position. No manager has ever had a fully squad back. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But at the same time,
hang on.
At the same time, the way that we play, we have to have like. Kind of
Mourinho had quite fully fit squads, didn't he? I mean,
he really get
asked. Little injuries here and there, but not like long-term injuries or anything like that. But that might be his training.
I know, but good managers like Klopp, even if you have 5-6 injuries, he can still make it work.
But we can agree that Lampard is not a Klopp. You know, he's not a Klopp. It's not a Pepe still.
That's what we need. We need a good manager to win titles. We have just spent 250 million and we have regressed with 4 points. That's not.
I think Klopp buys.
And remember that he retained his starting 11, so he has no excuse of why he's doing worse. Because he actually retained all of his players who were in his starting 11, even though he kept chopping and changing. He retained all of his players. So what's the excuse for you doing worse than last season? When Ancelotti has a back four that wouldn't even start in our bench, but yet he's doing better than us. Like, yes, he won't be in them, man. Who are them guys? You understand what I'm saying? What is
but also these managers are I don't want to be offensive to Lampard, but they're much better manager than Lampard. I think Ancelotti was like our best attacking manager when we had him, like based on goals scored. I think so he has more experience to get himself out of those positions. My view with Lampard now is I want us to go back to winning ways. If we get back to winning ways, I'm willing to give him the time until the end of the season. But if we keep losing games and just dropping points, and it shows now that United are starting to pick up points and they're not dropping as many as they used to, and we're the only. I don't want us to get to a position at the end of the season where one game can take you 4 positions below, one defeat. That's going to be.
No, but it's not just about winning ways. It's not just about winning ways. It's about how we perform. The reason why I have a problem with Lampard and I'm Lampard out is because the performance since the Brighton performance, first day of the season, we were all for that game. And I thought maybe it was going to change. Terry came on and said, that's what good teams do. They grind results out. But how many games do you have to grind? Like, we haven't. Remember when we were playing Rennes at Stamford Bridge, and they had a red card, but they were pinning us in our own box. How is a team that has a red card playing better than you in a game?
Look. I don't think even the biggest Lampard will say that we're playing good football. We're saying we could play football. Yeah.
The thing is, Manchester
United, we are not playing good football.
Even people say they're lucky, but actually that's top mentality to always do a comeback.
No, I don't think they're lucky. They won the last game
it's an elite mentality.
Yeah. They scored the same amount of goals as us, so they can't be lucky. But
it's about the performances. I think we're trying to compete with Bayern.
I
Get
can't
out
hear
of
you.
your pocket, man. Get out.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing
okay.
is, Ollie's got more. Ollie's a more experienced manager, so you know
Someone's
he does know
smuggling
what
you,
he's
bruv.
doing.
Yeah.
It's their fans turning on him. That's why.
Yeah. No, I've always thought Ole was very mistreated because he basically looks like a nice guy and he looks like Frodo from Lord of the Rings, man. I literally
Solo
like
Golem, yeah.
a few days ago, yeah. He looks like Golem before he becomes the Golem thing. I
Yeah.
took a picture of it and I put it in the Football Terrace group chat, man. It looks exactly like him, man. It's like it's the same
Yeah.
guy. He was used to be an actor, you know. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, Ole is doing better than Lampard right now, but you know,
Yeah, but he's been a manager since 2008. You're not expecting miracles with Lampard, though, are you?
Can we all agree?
Because you all know, I know he's not good enough for Chelsea, but I back him because he's our manager. Whoever's our manager, I back. Even Sarri, even Rafa Benitez.
yeah, because Daniel,
AVB.
I know you kept like the same energy with Sarri, and I do respect that. My issue is with the same people who are like Sarri out for the same results. Like today actually, it's a very interesting point that you remind me of. This guy, I remember today. This girl, she asked Nini on the show. They had a debate like Lampard in, Lampard out. They said, "Why did you have a different energy toward Sarri not playing Odoi, but now you're okay with it?" You're okay with Lampard not playing Odoi, and Nini didn't have anything to say. He was basically being a hypocrite to that point. So yeah, for me the issue is I don't care if you're Lampard in or Lampard out, as long as you keep it the same way to every manager. Yeah, you shouldn't be like a hypocrite when it comes to that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
if
Yeah,
this
'cause-
was sorry, everybody would say Lampard. Sorry out.
But
Yeah,
also,
not
I
everybody.
didn't. Not me. I
Not
never said
everybody, not
sorry,
the
yeah.
really ones. But
what if the next
many
manager
people
comes
do.
in? What if the next manager comes in and doesn't like Cho?
I am.
Then
I'm still
they're
going to
gonna
back him.
try. You know
I'm
what?
still going to back him.
You know what?
No,
I've
but
always
what I mean is all those ones that are having a go at Lampard for not playing Cho. What if
Then
the
we
next
need to
manager
tell
comes
him
in and doesn't play Cho
to get
as
into a
well?
club that suits him.
Yeah,
So if I-
you know what? For me, I don't care if Cho becomes the ball boy, as long as Chelsea wins, goes
exactly.
back to where it
Wins
used to be.
titles, yeah.
I don't care about individual players. I don't care about individual managers, because at the end of the day, when those managers pass away, when those players pass away, the club will stay the same. You know, you want your kids to want the club to stay so your kids can have the same club to support. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you want to have stories to tell your kids. You can't tell your kids it's like, yeah, I remember when we played that way and we finished 8th, but at least we gave our manager time. You want to tell your kids stories of moments, you know, like the Champions League moment. You know, that's a moment you're gonna tell your kids for the rest of your life. But nobody's gonna remember when Arsenal basically lost the Europa League final at the end of it, but they never picked the story. You're gonna be like, why would you tell me that story? That's a sad story. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, football is about moments.
Yeah, do you think Harry Kane, when he breaks the goal score record, this kid's, oh yeah, I broke the goal score record. But I don't have any winners medals to show.
I don't have
Who
any.
cares?
Yeah, but I broke the. Yeah. It's like I have more goals than Aguero, but Aguero has like 10 times more trophy than me.
But Aguero has 4 titles and all these other trophies. He's got a bigger trophy cabinet than Spurs cabinet together. You know, ridiculous.
That's a good one, guys. I would cash in on Kante. What do you guys think?
Absolutely not. People don't
Not yet.
see what Kante does. He's like Højbjerg. He does the dirty work, but nobody sees it.
No, Højbjerg is like Kante, man. Don't say he's like Højbjerg.
Yeah, but both of them. Okay, but both
The
of
other way
them
around.
do the dirty work that nobody sees. I know Kante had a bad game against Arsenal. I saw so many interceptions that nobody realized. He got the ball and passed it forward. That's what Kante does, the dirty work.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he needs to stay. We don't
Yeah,
have
but I think it's not only the dirty work though. I think Kante is very underrated with his dribbling, with his passing, and with the way that he reads the game. I think it's very, very underrated.
The only thing is, it's only his decision making that's a bit bad.
Yes, decision
sometimes.
making.
He's not a striker though, so you can't. You know, I said this today at the show. The only complete player who doesn't have any like weaknesses is Messi. Yeah. So not every player can be a Messi. Then Messi won't be special if every player was a Messi. So people need to take that into consideration. All players have weaknesses and strengths, but the reality is you need somebody who's going to take the strength and and make sure that the weaknesses isn't taken. Isn't utilized. You know what I mean?
Are we thinking though he plays better in a 2 instead of the one by himself?
I honestly don't. I think
we need someone better beside him to do that.
Yeah, I think Kante is a very good box to box as well.
Yeah, so we would need someone better than say Jorginho beside him.
When he won the title with Leicester and Chelsea, he played with someone else beside him.
Well, he played with Matic, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matic, didn't he?
Matic and Drinkwater in Leicester.
Did you
never played
survive your
alone.
roast, Prime? You survived your roast, yeah?
It was a crap roast, man. It was horrible.
Yeah, it really was.
It's awful.
Yeah. What up, everyone?
Who was it, you, man? Who was it?
I said to Arsenal fans that they can come and like make fun and
But that's Arsenal fans, man. Is like
It'd make it more fun of Arsenal, to be honest.
But yeah, what is the conversation we're currently having?
If you're going to sell Kante.
Conte.
About
No,
Kante, who should play with Kante?
Deep state misinformation, man. I disagree with you, man. I cannot stand this type of.
That's an excuse.
Man. A big club should not have excuses.
We're
man.
so poor.
It's not. It's not their fault that what's his name, Christensen, fell on the ground and couldn't get up.
No, players uncomparable from back then when we won the league.
Don't use excuses to beat Villa, man. Come on, we
They
Chelsea.
hit the bar. They hit the bar.
Yeah, but even if Christensen don't make that mistake, it's still not good enough. Even if you won 1-0, we should have done more.
Yeah.
Pulisic had 2 chances, but they didn't. Pulisic had 2 chances, didn't he? I'm sure he did.
I have a question. Shouldn't we get?
Would you take 90 million pounds? Yeah, not euros, pounds. For if we got offered for Kante.
No,
If it was
it's not enough still.
only if it was outside the Premier League.
Take it. But yeah, I knew you're gonna just automatically say no. But look at it from this way, right? Take into consideration his age
29.
Injury prone.
and what we can do with that 90 million.
He's injury free. Prime's right.
He's only injury prone since last season.
I've been saying this since the summer, and Chelsea fans have got on my neck. It depends on who we bring in. If it's Ndidi,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, then I'm okay.
Yes, I would do it.
Yeah,
Or if it's Ndidi or like Verratti, then yeah. But if you're saying that we're only doing it for Declan Rice, then no.
No.
Listen, because as much as I rate Declan Rice,
He's not Kante.
he's not world class.
Like I said to Anita, I like rice, I like pasta, and I like quinoa, man. But that doesn't mean I want them to my football team.
What's quinoa?
It's a very healthy alternative that you should be using.
I have a question. Shouldn't we get in John Terry as a defensive coach?
Joking, man. It's actually tasty, man. You'll like it.
But John Terry doesn't want to be like supported.
Make a
training.
Look how good he has made it. Like
I
I
love John Terry, man. I do not want him to be anywhere near this fan base because I know myself.
What's that centre back called in Aston Villa beside Minks? He's been so good.
Yeah, but again, that's Aston Villa. The pressures for Chelsea.
It's a lot worse. Yeah.
No, you guys already know because this is the same thing Chelsea fans said. Let's bring in Lampard. Let's have this move. And you guys are all killing them now. No,
But the thing is, I wanted Ancelotti after Sarri, but for some reason we decided to get Lampard. I was always backing Lampard anyway because he's the Chelsea manager.
Oh, imagine
why would he come back? Like we sacked him with no respect.
Yeah, I'll come back.
No, but he still loves Chelsea though. He said himself.
True.
He even said, I think he said in an interview that he would come back.
Yeah, he said he'll come back.
Nah, but I don't think he played the gamble.
Wait, Kai, when did he say he would come back? When was the interview?
I'm not sure. That's like asking me, Kai.
No. But Kai, this was years ago, yeah?
It was after Sarri got sacked, I'm sure it was.
After he was sacked, though. It's not like it's like before he was sacked and he said, I come back.
It's after Sarri was sacked.
No. But again, my friend, look at what we did with Mourinho. I didn't think we were going to sack him, especially under those circumstances, and we did. I can't really. The only way I'll be able to know whether Roman has changed is if we finish outside the top 4 this season.
Yeah, keeps him.
Keeps him.
That's the odd thing that would prove that he's actually changed.
Yeah, man.
But he won't. That's what I'm saying.
For me,
he's got a very happy trigger finger.
Ancelotti and Mourinho, the 2 managers that I love the most at Chelsea, man. So if we get any of them, I wouldn't mind. But at the same time,
Werner? Yeah.
No. You know what? I love Haaland. I don't want him to play right wing as well, man. Let's take care of this. We have a team, man.
Haaland wouldn't play right wing. They would play up front too.
Yeah, but the thing is,
how many teams in the Premier League play front 2 though? We're just gonna get outrun in the midfield.
No. You won't.
You
won't, because the way you play will be flexible. Nagelsmann does it. Even Tuchel.
What we have been missing for 2 years now is been a clinical striker that can like score every chance he gets. Look, Werner is. I know Werner just come to the Premier League, but he's not finishing his dinner. So Haaland don't miss those chances. Maybe it's the right shows.
We've never had a clinical striker.
Can I ask?
Costa was
No.
Costa wasn't
clinical the second season, was he? You
No.
know what I
Costa
mean?
was brutal, man. I didn't care if people fell. Can I ask you this question, man? And a lot of Chelsea fans, why do you want Nagelsmann over Tuchel when Tuchel actually got to a final, and Nagelsmann never made a final, has less trophies? Why do you
Doesn't have
prefer?
any trophies,
Not because I want any.
I know why.
I know
Oh, I know why. It's based on
Based on what?
Tuchel. When you look at not
Is that
Tuchel,
what's cool nowadays? That was trend.
when you look at his career, how he's basically built.
He's an assistance for
When
Tuchel
you
as
look
well.
at when you look at how he's basically built Leipzig up, be this big club and everything, how he's not spending the big millions and stuff, and
But Tuchel
He's still
isn't
doing
either.
well, yeah.
You know, Neymar and Mbappe was already.
Yeah, I know, but I get
brought,
the
yeah.
style of play thing because now the style of
Let
play
me say this:
is more
Tuchel
attractive of-
didn't get the backing by Leonardo. Leonardo was the one that sacked him. It was planned from the beginning. Every PSG fan I talked to say he got harshly sacked. I think Mbappe and Neymar came to the club before Tuchel, so they have never had like a big statement signing when Tuchel has been there, and he has never got the backing with it. He got Danilo Pereira, Rafinha, and these persons this season, and look at their injury record.
That's not my
And
question.
they
Why
still came
do
first in the
you
group.
prefer Nagelsmann over Tuchel when Tuchel is more proven?
I
What
don't
is it
know.
about Nagelsmann that they like? Is it because he worked with Werner before in different circumstances, a different
Probably
club?
that's it.
But that doesn't mean that it's gonna work the same way. Shouldn't we get like the manager who's more established and has more experience in different countries than
Oh
the
yeah,
one
no,
that
Kai, yeah, I know. Don't get because when you look at the club and everything, Roman either goes for two things. He goes for immediate efficiency, but he also wants the most attractive thing in Europe. Jose, when he first came, the most attractive and best manager in Europe.
I would argue Tuchel is more attractive than Nagelsmann.
Ancelotti is the most attractive and best manager in Europe. Sarri, when he came, the best manager or best up-and-coming manager in
Most
Europe.
attractive, he wasn't the best. You know what I mean?
No, but you know what I mean? Best up-and-coming and stuff like that manager in
Yeah,
Europe.
I understand you.
So I get the Nagelsmann thing. I also get Allegri because he's experienced. He's won a winner.
I don't want Allegri anywhere near
Not
that
that
club.
Allegri
No,
football,
I don't want Allegri. I don't want Allegri either. But I understand the Allegri links. I understand the Tuchel links, but because Tuchel is someone who would come in and
Unai Emery, no offense.
Here's the thing, Emery, he is a good manager. I don't want that.
I don't want him to go good evening every time after a match.
No Spanish Draculas in here, man. And no Arsenal ex-manager. If you couldn't do it at Arsenal, how the hell are you going to do it at Chelsea, man?
Yeah, but it's Arsenal, so.
But I think this sacking by PSG is so misleading because people see that Tuchel is getting sacked and think, oh, he's a shit manager. He's getting sacked. He can't win the League One. But look, I watched the picture. He has like more than 7 injuries every game. He has his key players injured and still top the group. That's not something easy. He topped over Leipzig and United. That's nothing hard.
Yeah, and he's also very similar to the way that Frank originally wanted to play for us. So it wouldn't be like
he's
that
like pressing.
Yeah, but I think that's all Germans. All Germans have that type of style.
I watched PSG a lot because my brother is PSG fan, and many they adapt their system when people realize how Tuchel play. Always adapt it. That's what Lampard missed. And
I watched Tuchel because here where I'm from, where I live now, like German football is always played because it's like I'm literally live like maybe like 2-hour drive from Germany, so everybody like watches German football because it's the closest thing. The reason a lot of people here watch Chelsea and Premier League because of Peter Cech, because if you know your football, you know Peter Cech from the Czech Republic. So most of the football I watched was German football, at least, is with Dortmund because it's a team that I like the most. I'm not a David. I don't support that team, but I do watch the games a lot. So it's Dortmund, yeah. And I've seen how good Tuchel is, man. I've seen how good Tuchel is. I think he has like a higher win rate than actual Klopp. You know what I mean? He's a very good
he
manager.
was great at Dortmund. He was the guy that developed the Pulisic. Too.
That's what I base my liking of him, not of the PSG thing, because I do think the PSG job is a much easier job than a Dortmund
Do you
job.
think if he comes into Chelsea, do you think he can develop Havertz as a player and Werner? Like they speak the same language.
That's the reason why the links were put
I
together.
don't want
Because
us to bring a manager only because he can speak to two players. I want us to look at the whole.
Yeah,
squad.
but he also he's really good at developing the youth, and he's
speaks a lot of languages.
as long as he's good at English, it don't matter.
Yeah, and
speaks French, English, and German as well. So that's like 3 languages.
The relationship with the players are also really good. I've seen him with Neymar and Mbappe. Like they're really close and tight.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're in the hands of Abramovich. Whatever happens, and Marina, miss Marina, man.
I don't want Allegri anywhere near this team. No,
Bro, I'm the same. I don't want Allegri anywhere near.
No Allegri.
We all trust Roman, yeah, and we know he'll do the right. Who the hell is that? And we know he'll do the right thing for the club, yeah.
What? Yeah.
So if Roman decides to we'll stick with Frank till the end of the season, and we finish say 8th, and he doesn't sack him, are we all going to trust that he's doing the right thing?
Yeah, because it's Roman. It's not.
I always trust Roman with anything because Roman gave me 5 Premier Leagues in my lifetime, not including Champions League, FA Cups, and Capital World Cup. So he knows what he's doing. People say, "Oh, let's model our football club around Liverpool." F that, man. I'm gonna model my club around the team that won the most Premier Leagues in Roman Abramovich era, which was Chelsea. So I don't care what other teams do. I care about my team because I love my team, and that's all I care about. I don't care about other teams.
We need to build our own system. We shouldn't
Kai, do you want to bring this guy in?
No, because he's a bloody Man City fan.
Yeah, it's a Chelsea show, man. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I'm thinking about doing like a top 6 show. We're gonna have people.
Wait, has he been COVID tested?
Epic name, bro. You know I love you, man. It's a Chelsea show, man.
I respect people, but I respect other teams. Like if they go too far, then I will turn on you quicker. Yeah. I'll turn you so quick.
And stuff. We've always been looking at Tuchel. Allegri kind of makes sense. Look how he did that.
Was it like first time 2017, 2018 with Marina?
Yeah.
PSG got him.
And also we've always looked at Nagelsmann as well. So Nagelsmann makes sense in the future when he's proven it. But Tuchel for now, yeah.
I mean, Roman's been looking at it. You mean?
I would just like to see Nagelsmann do it at another team.
Yeah, if he leaves Leipzig and then do it.
I don't want to be another manager's experiment. Do you know what I
For
mean?
me, the way that I think about it, sorry, Prime, it's Luis Enrique, Tuchel, and then Nagelsmann. I want the most experience first, and then the other choices behind them, man.
Would it be something bad with Allegri because our recent success has been defensive style of football?
No. I don't want
to. Would it be option? Maybe.
I enjoy the football we're playing, but not the stupid crossing all the time.
Yeah. I don't want.
I don't enjoy.
I don't want it, man. No,
the only thing I don't enjoy is the crossing. We've improved defensively. I don't know what he's been doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they just made a few mistakes.
No, but yeah. I need to see Nagelsmann do it somewhere else. And Tuchel, he failed at the French Celtic, so you know.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
How did he fail? How did he fail?
I don't. Listen, I don't. He's in a one-team league.
No. But how did he fail? No. Andrew, how did he fail?
Well, I don't rate PSG yet, so I don't rate any accomplishments they get.
Okay, but how did he fail? No, but how did he fail?
Well, what did he do? You're going to give me last year's.
If Pochettino's going to PSG, he's already signed his contract and everything. Just got to wait to be confirmed.
Quite honestly, how did he fail though?
I just don't think he accomplished anything. What did he
accomplish? You say it's a one-horse race.
But okay, but again, who else has managed PSG? Laurent Blanc,
Emery.
Yeah.
Emery, they've all failed. Ancelotti, they've all failed.
Yeah, they've all failed. That's fine.
But listen, Tuchel, you say it's a one-horse race.
It
but
is.
Not anymore.
Knock out Manchester City last year.
Yeah.
And nearly
Leon, yeah.
No, that's not why he got fired.
One. People, we have to.
Listen, I need to tell you. He got sacked because Leon. He in the press conference. He always said bad things about Leonardo and board. He don't get it back. He actually played Daniel Pereira as purpose on centre back to show Leonardo we are not getting back. And Leonardo, this was like planned months before he got the sack. Like the thing with Posh, it was also planned months before. So this is nothing to do with his work at the field. He has like 10 injuries every game. Imagine if Chelsea had like 5 of their key players injured. Of course they won't.
Look where we are, man. We do.
Yeah, but like
Back 3 or 4.
yeah, you can't like expect it like to be the best team in the best team in Europe if you have like 10 players injured every season. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. Andrew,
Just ain't done nothing.
opinion about that, Andrew?
And I also think people undermine.
You could have 100 injuries in a French league PSG and should be able to win that league.
You can't, just assumptions, man.
You know, I don't listen. Tuchel fine when he's at Dortmund, fine, but PSG is just.
What do you think about?
I rate him based on PSG. I am with you. The only thing I rate at PSG that he achieved is the fact that he got to Champions League final and barely lost to the best team in this era. I would say Bayern Munich is the best team in this era.
That game against Bayern München, like that was Tuchel masterclass if they won, because he set up the game perfectly to expose Bayern München. But if Neymar and Mbappe, the so-called guys that carry Tuchel, if they finish the chances, they would have won the Champions League.
Yeah, they chose the wrong day not to be clinical. Yeah, that was terrible from them. I expected more from them, because if they took their chances, they would have won that game.
Yeah, but
Champions League nerves
happen, Champions League
one of the best managers.
Daniel, anything to
and
add?
I think the problem with
should we move to City first? Like, talk about City a little bit.
Talk about Man City now, because
what do you guys?
If it goes ahead,
I think it will. There's too much money in this stuff, and it's too late from now. It's like what, on the 3rd of January, and the tests start tomorrow, unless something significant. And you know what? Someone told me, they're gonna have like half of their team like gonna be out because of COVID. I'm like, how did that work out with Arsenal, man? No, I'm not gonna be optimistic over injuries.
It's only Walker, Jesus, and Edison.
Cancel next week.
Because they have much better players. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna finish the next round of games, and then they're just gonna go in 2 weeks. The kind of.
He said a month. LFC only said a month, according to some.
Did they? No, I saw.
That's a room. It's rumors. It's all rumors.
Yeah, it's rumor. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Look at! I swear, Hastek, you're joking with me, man. I want Jody Morris.
Yeah. No, he's already there, but he's just there with Lampard.
Also, Jody Morris.
Yeah.
All this thing, people keep saying Lampard. No, because I don't fully blame him. Jody Morris is as well also to blame.
Why is
Lampard again is the manager?
I don't know why.
Morris,
the manager.
No. Here's the thing.
Don't he need like a better one, like a Steve Holland?
Here's the thing. Lampard is actually the manager. As a manager, he's doing a good job, in my opinion. But Morris is the coach. Morris is essentially the head coach. Everything bad about us last season, our system, and how we could barely create and barely defend, is on Morris. The only reason why we've improved defensively this season is because of Anthony Barry.
Right.
A defensive coach. He used to be a defensive coach for Wigan.
We need an attacking coach, man. We need a new attacking coach. Who's the attacking coach?
Didier Drogba.
I know who's the heading coach for Tammy, man. I know it's Morris, man. There's a reason this man is not wearing headers, man.
Yeah. He doesn't. I don't think Tammy practices headers. That's why he doesn't score many.
Jesus Christ! I think he's afraid of the ball. Never score headers, man. I remember Falcao. Falcao was 5'11", and he scored like some of the nicest headers out there, man.
Yeah, like
he didn't do much for Chelsea,
how long is he? And he's banging.
You remember the goal he scored against Palace, I think, right? Like the Falcao header.
Yeah.
I thought this is a start of something new, man. Like the Simba song, man. I was singing Hakuna Matata when I saw that guy score the header, man.
You know what I don't get? I don't get this thing. I've never heard before in my life, when a manager fails, people talk about assistant managers. This is all excuse for Frank Lampard. When Mourinho was doing bad, nobody ever mentioned the assistant manager. The club has the manager has the assistant manager, and it's all excuses.
You say that
stands around and chews gum. That's all.
But you remember when Arteta stopped making tea for Pep? Look what happened now.
Man.
Look at the photo.
But yeah, remember John
No,
Terry
they were doing
Villa
bad
doing the
way
same thing
before they
apparently.
sacked Arteta. They were doing bad way before they sacked Arteta. That has nothing to do with Arteta. Pep is always going to be Pep. It's also going to be Pep even after. Even after he leaves.
Even the most world-class managers need a system, because I know you maybe think it's right, but so,
Well,
like
I need
for example,
a
Pep, sometimes Pep
Even
need
Mourinho had an assistant
a
manager at Inter.
good assistant manager that can tell him this is not right when he's going wrong. Even in Fergus area, he has world-class
can't even
assistant
reach him,
manager.
man. How is he gonna tell him this is not right, man? I think we need Stephen Holland, man. I need with Stephen Holland back as an assistant.
No,
Holland,
we need a
yeah.
player that's like a person that's close to the manager.
Yeah, but Morris is close to the manager.
I know.
The reason why Villa are doing so well is because of what's his name, Shakespeare.
Wait.
Craig Shakespeare.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel,
What?
do you think Lampard's good enough for Chelsea?
Obviously no, but I'm still backing because he's our manager. I've told you that how many times.
Why?
Because
Yeah.
Well, no. I get backing the team and the club. But when you say you still back him, what do you mean by that?
I'll just
He
back
doesn't
him
pressure him
until
to be sacked. He doesn't pressure him to be sacked. That's what.
no.
He's
That's
not
it.
gonna say-
Thank you.
He's not going to say Lampard out.
That's
I'm
actually
not going to say
right.
Lampard out. 'Cause I got called a Lampard fanboy a few days ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
By
but
who?
he
By
might
me?
want to-
Did I call you that? I don't remember if I
Not you, someone else.
But he might want to see if Lampard.
But my favourite player of all time was Zola, so how can I be a Lampard fanboy?
Imagine
He's
if
the
we
reason
got.
why I support Chelsea.
Also, man, one of the saddest thing is whenever we let go of Sarri, not because of Sarri, but because of Zola. Did you see that Zola interview, man? Broke my heart, man.
Yeah, where's the compassion for Zola when we sacked Sarri and that? Look,
I was sad, man. I was sad
Yeah,
about
Zola,
both.
man.
I was
no
really sad
compassion
about
for
Zola, man.
Yeah.
Because remember that interview, he said like, "Oh, we were trying something, but at the end, blah blah blah," and he was kind of really sad about it. So I like Zola, man. That little guy is alright, man. Unlike that little guy Morris, man, who's not
Actually,
alright.
he can header, Zola. Better than Tammy.
Yeah.
I
I just remember his back heel goal versus Norwich.
think
That's why
Shaqiri
I
can
loved
head
him.
better
Just
than Tammy.
dung.
Yeah.
I seriously think Tam is afraid of the ball. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what. Did you see his goal against Arsenal?
break
The
his
only
limbs,
goal we scored.
And it's
Chests it in.
and it's a mistake. He didn't even try to shit just then. He was just like at the right position at the right time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Do you think he had an argument with Lampard? Because after the Arsenal game, he didn't even feature, man.
Oh no, I think he's going to start against City.
No,
If he started against City, we're losing
I
that
think
game.
he is.
I think Giroud starting versus City. You
Him
can't
against
have Giroud.
him against Diaz and Laporte. No, thank you, man. You
No,
remember
we need,
last
No, we should.
we need to play Werner Pulisic show when this is perfect game for Werner, because now he will have more space.
Yeah,
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Aztec, what is it with you being poetic today, man? It's like you literally, you are literally today, man. You're questioning life, man. You're questioning why the referee is bad. What if Morris was our manager? You're bored, man. You need to get a nice cup of tea, man, and just calm down. Watch some Game of Thrones reruns, man.
Very much.
I just watched how many games today? 5 games. The most entertaining one was the Leeds one. That was 5-0.
Ah, man, Kristen, you're breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart with that comment. But what do you guys think about the City game? Who should our 11 be, man?
We need to drop Mount.
You're assuming the game still goes ahead.
If the game goes ahead,
Let's assume it goes ahead.
Let's say it is.
Let's
Yeah.
say it goes ahead.
I don't think James might play because apparently his injury is getting a bit.
No,
might be
don't
coming back
play.
again.
So it'll be Mendy
Well, actually, what
in
has
goal.
been?
It'll be Mendy in goal. It'll be Dave at right back. It'll be Silva and Zuma.
Against
Chilwell.
City, I don't know, man.
Zuma and Silva. You wouldn't play Zuma and Silva against City.
Yeah, it should be Zuma and Silva.
Yeah, why not, man? It's like it's in like almost like a week ahead.
I
man.
think it's
like,
our best centre back partnership, Zuma and Silva.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Christensen, and
Oh no, Christensen, no, not even in the squad. I'm talking.
Christensen and
I back all my players, but him I can't back.
Would you play?
Should we play Emerson? Because
Daniel
Chilwell
can't back
looking
him.
good.
You know you're not
Oh,
doing
No,
it.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
I think Chilwell will play.
Hi,
Yeah, what's up, bro?
check your. I'm gonna send you a message. Check Instagram.
You just send me a message, and my girl just sent me a message, man. I'm gonna answer her first. I'm gonna answer you.
I'm more important.
No, thinking. If I didn't have a girlfriend, then yeah.
Seriously,
You would be,
Mount
bro.
Yeah,
versus
bro.
Robert.
Yeah. Send him the link, man. Send him the link.
Who?
Uh-oh.
If it's Dave,
it's not Dave. Dave, if you listen to this, you're not coming on my show ever, man. Unless I really need someone, man.
I do like David, but some of his things are outrageous.
Yeah, he's just like, see, I agree with something that we should try to build a team that sometimes like a second thing that doesn't involve Mount, but to the point that he blames everything on Mount. That's one thing that David and I disagree on.
That's what I said to him yesterday. He changes it now because he'll go, Mount was bad. Oh, but so's Kovacic. Oh, so's Jorginho. So you get
just say my agenda.
And that's why I asked him yesterday, do you actually, like you were saying, I expect more from Mount. But if I don't rate a player, I don't expect highly. That's why with the likes of, Alonso and Barkley and stuff, when they play and they have bad games, I don't get angry at that because I don't, like, I kind of
ask why they're playing. Why are they playing?
I don't even ask why they're playing. I'm just like, okay, I get it. They can do a job.
No, I don't mind if he's got an agenda. Just come out and say it. You get more respect.
I've got the stupidest agenda ever. I've got a Callum Wilson agenda. I've got a stupid one. I've got a very stupid one.
No, but just come out and say it. But the Man City game, if it goes ahead, are we?
Why is Faye coming on? It's not Faye. Faye is not coming on, man.
Hell no.
We must bring back Kovacic, right? He's got to come back for the City game.
I think Mount has to be dropped for this game because he needs rest.
You could bring in Havertz for Mount.
Football over girl, because football is life. Now, man, I like girls too much, man.
Yeah.
I think it should be Kante, Havertz, and Kovacic.
Maybe we should make a video about.
I'm not teaching how to pick up girls, man. That's on you, man.
No, I want to play Kovacic and Kante as a pivot, but they always play bad together.
Hey guys, we're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate the channel a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Prime. Yo, Kavas, how you feeling, my man?
Not too bad. It's been a tough week.
It's been a depressing week for us, man. Yeah, we were just talking about the City game, man. What your lineup would be like?
I would go 4-3-3 again, but no Mason Mount. I'd go Havertz in there alongside Kovacic and Kante. Yeah, and then Hudson plays. Timo through the middle just to hit them on the break because I think we will be sitting back. And then Pulisic, he's the threat in behind. I think we'll need a threat in behind and move the ball fast.
Would you do that regardless if Ziyech is fit or is that like despite of that?
I don't like rushing players back in. I'm not going to lie. I think we've suffered from that in the past. So if you rush Ziyech back in and then he pulls a hamstring and he's out for another month, what was the point? We saw with Reece James what happened. And man, I'm sick and tired of rushing players back.
Bro, I agree with you. I think we need to manage both Ziyech and Pulisic very carefully and need to rotate them. I think Lampard need to trust the squad, man. This squad is good, man. I think we just very, very much like underestimate them and they're underachieving in my opinion, man. I don't think we're getting the best out of them.
I said that. I think we have a title-winning squad, bottom 5 manager. And people think I'm harsh when I say that.
Well, I agree with you that he isn't good enough for Chelsea, but top 5 worst, I don't know.
Bottom
Chelsea wise, I agree with you. He was statistically one of the worst. Yeah, I agree with you. I think AVB is just like AVB is the only comparison that you can actually.
AVB was 26%, wasn't it? Something stupid.
Yeah, but he had because he played less games as well, so it has 1.7 like point average.
Thoughts on this midfield three from Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic?
I love Jorginho, but Jorginho against City is like
What about playing?
You know what it's like. You know what it's like? It's like putting like honey glaze in a salmon and expecting it to survive against a bear, man.
What about
Actually,
playing
Jorginho as well?
Kovacic
not good,
and Gilmore?
No, not rushing back either.
No.
I know, but he came into a game in Everton and nobody.
Okay, cool. But in a cup game, no. Here's the thing. I don't want Kante playing at the lone DM against City. He's going to get pressed and he'll get exposed.
But I don't think it's about just playing those 3. I think it's the tactics that you asked them to do. Because that's the big issue. Like
when Kante gets pressed, he's not good enough.
So, okay, Kafka, how would you set up then?
Yeah.
I told you how I would go. The problem is Frank won't go the way I would. I like to try to keep possession of the ball, act like a big team, and pose yourself in a game. Frank defends, and hits on the break, and then we win a game, and everyone's like, "Oh, life's good again." 3 weeks later, we're all depressed like this.
Bro, you know what I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think that we don't use the space enough for our players based on the fact that we have very pacey players. We don't use balls into space. You know what I mean? We don't take advantage
Our
of that.
counter attack is slow. We don't have a. Our counter
I
attack
said-
is too slow.
I said it, Andrew. I said we have the worst counter attack
Yeah.
in the history of Chelsea. I don't remember when we used to have Mourinho, and even remember that game against City when we had Conte, that counter attack that just split City defense in 3 passes, man. What happened to that?
I have no
That's
idea.
why.
It's so pedestrian. Look at the game against Wolves. We were losing 2-1, and the two 8s, Mount and Havertz.
Yeah, Indiana, we
were
get it.
just
United
so
won.
slow,
No one
you know,
cares about Man
getting
United,
into,
man.
Getting into position. Look at the game against Arsenal. The midfield. There was no midfielder in the box. Actually, I lie. They crossed and Kante was in there. That's how ridiculous it was.
Only Kante.
Yeah, only
Kante's the only
Kante.
player, yeah.
That's why
Only
we
Kante.
shouldn't play Jorginho, slowing the counter
I
attack.
know, but
No,
that's even without Jorginho.
You know
That's even
what's
without
crazy?
Jorginho.
You know what's crazy? When we counter attack, Pulisic is there in the CM position, man.
Yeah,
Why isn't he higher up the pitch?
exactly.
Someone needs to ask all these questions, man.
It's true.
Kovacic needed in the transition. Yeah, because he's the only
Exactly.
one with legs, man. Other than him and Kante, he's the only one who's actually pacey, you know, and he can maintain the ball.
I
That's
just
why I'm
don't
saying.
understand the Kovacic. He goes from player of the season to like in and out
Yeah,
of the team.
That's why he's so
I
weird,
just
Lampard.
don't think Lampard likes him, man. I just think there's.
That's just weird.
The Lampard loves players, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got
You know what it is? You know what it is? Kovacic's girl is hotter than Lampard's, man. That's basically what it is, man.
Shut up.
She's hotter than probably She's probably hotter than almost all of them.
Did you see? Jesus,
I've
man.
seen-
She's
yeah.
king, man.
There's a thing on Twitter saying that Regulon's got the fittest one. I said no, Kovacic has.
No.
I said no, Kovacic has.
She's like a curvy doll, man. It's like it's like he crafted her himself.
We're not doing a starting 11 on the players' mistresses or whatever. Like so.
The Chelsea
It'll be all Chelsea
Right,
players
you
anyway.
probably already done it, man. You probably already done it on the channel, man.
Kovacic and Reece James. That's all I've seen. And
James, I have a question for you. Mendy, are you guys getting worried?
Yes.
Because Twitter is.
I've been saying this about Mendy though, so I expect
I've
Not
only
the
got
same
Black for
Prime is
3 years,
right.
but we ain't got him.
with his feet.
I've been saying
Guys,
this
this
about
girl
Mendy.
watching this. No, she doesn't know I have a channel, man.
Mendy.
It does-
But yeah,
Indiana, you're gonna get blocked in a minute. So Mendy, I've been saying this about him though, so it's like I kind of
Rashford
expect these
again.
things.
People
And
have too
it's-
We
high.
won't marry him,
Fine,
Indiana.
Kafka, the thing
He's
is,
blocked
it's
for one
fine
session.
for a year or two, yeah, because he is he's a good goalkeeper, he's average, whatever. But if we want to step up to that next level, we will need a world class goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we
but-
do that. I think we do that in the summer.
But
I
will we
wasn't
pay,
gonna
will we pay
in the summer.
100 for I would love Oblak, man. If we get
I
Oblak,
don't care.
I will go outside and run naked, man. That's how much I want Oblak. But there's no way
Kai,
we
we-
pay.
Pay it.
Kai, we don't want to see your.
I want to go back to Courtois left.
I paid 100 million for Black. I don't care how much it is. Pay it.
Yeah.
I think it
It's a
depends on the
goalkeeper.
new manager. I think it depends on the new manager because if it's like Tuchel or something, we might end up getting Donnarumma or Areola.
As
Oh,
long as we don't
want-
get Rice, I will be happy, man. No West Ham.
Areola,
I
please.
I don't want to get into West Ham
as
midfield,
Pogba,
man.
right?
Donnarumma's been good this year.
He's got the same agent as Pogba, though, right?
But isn't he going on a free? Isn't
so
he going to be
Haaland
like?
does.
Donnarumma's
He's like
a free,
23, isn't he?
No,
It's
didn't
a
he? Isn't he?
No, it's a
isn't
free
he
at
in-
23, yeah.
Yeah, but isn't
But
he
he
in
won't leave.
He's in negotiations signing a new contract, though, right? Of course.
Yeah,
Well,
he
he
won't leave
better fucking
Milan
cancel
if they win the league.
Nothing we love more than a free signing, man.
Next one win the league, that's why.
Yeah, they're winning the league.
Yeah. They've got a
The
new
Zlatan
management
effect.
structure.
The two
so-
best free signings are Silva and Cavani, I think. Sorry, I'm too biased towards Cavani.
No,
That was
Højbjerg,
Isn't that
Højbjerg.
great though? Realistically speaking, when you watch him live,
Yep.
I don't think you can put him in the same category as a Silva signing. Silva's playing week in, week out. He's
I know what you mean.
he's arguably our best player this year, and that's worrying that 36-year-old is Chelsea's best player.
The best two.
None of
players
the
this
attackers
season.
look good, man. They all digressed from last season massively, man. That's the one thing that bothers me, man. Is Lampard gonna be able to get the best out of those attackers? And I think his job depends on it because I don't know if you guys saw the report by the Athletic. It says that Lampard has to win integrating those new players into the team, and that's gonna be challenging for him. So
I read as well that Marina apparently is very impressed by Tuchel's resume.
yeah, she was impressed in 2018, man, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, she's been.
Still got us Lampard, man.
But no, 2018 is when we got Sarri, no?
Yeah.
You sent me the tweet, man, didn't you? Like recently.
Yeah. I know, but again, the board has been looking at Tuchel and Nagelsmann for a few years. Yeah, but it's the thing of Nagelsmann is way too early to do this thing with. So if it's like if you give it to Tuchel, yes, but people are always going to question because it's this it's League 1. Give it to Allegri. His style of play is vastly different.
God forbid that happens. Keep
No.
Keep Lampard.
No.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Lampard than get Allegri.
I always say Allegri is a B-Tech Conte, but like the thing is, Allegri can't build a team. He has to come in and he puts his icing on top of the cake. So
he's not a B-Tech Conte. He won the league with AC Milan.
Yes, but Conte is vastly better.
No. He came to the Champions League with Juventus.
Conte is better than Allegri.
No. Like in what?
Yeah, like Bonucci and Chiellini at their prime were one of the best centre backs.
The last manager to win the Serie A with.
How many times did we say this? Just because he has hair and he's better looking doesn't mean he's
No. Okay, no. This Juve team Allegri had that people rave about, it was built by Conte.
Prime, I've got one question. What about the AC Milan team he won the league with? What about the AC Milan team he won the league with?
Yeah, that was bad. And the thing is, I rate Allegri. Don't get it twisted, but Conte is better than him.
He was the one that made Zlatan fifth in the AC Milan team.
Yeah, true. But Conte, in my opinion, is better than him.
Yeah, he's a good manager.
Conte's
Conte's football is a little bit better than Allegri as well. Allegri I think Allegri's football is more defensive than Mourinho's, man. He's he is in between Simeone and Mourinho, man. That's basically what it is. And no, thank you. I don't want that.
I love Simeone.
And we've got to play them.
Do you remember Bonucci and Chiellini? They didn't concede one goal in the whole UCL tournament.
Thank you. Well, Conte is better than Allegri.
We're not sad, man. We're bantering, man. We're laughing at our losses, man, and our misfortunes. You know what I mean?
But yeah, again, with the players that we have, Tuchel might be the safer bet.
Tuchel.
Because Nagelsmann is way too young and inexperienced. There's also
I agree.
Lopetegui. There is
Lopetegui, man.
Who's the guy at Atalanta?
Oh no! You don't want it.
What?
It's the wrong one.
No Atalanta. It's not a top club, but no Atalanta.
He's a manager that concede 4 goals or score 4 goals.
Yeah.
We don't need that manager. He's defensively unstable. We can't.
He's off the list.
He's basically.
What about Ten Hag?
That's what we did last year.
Ten Hag, no. If you look at how Ajax play, they concede so many goals.
Yeah. They're so open.
They're so leaky.
Zidane's available in the summer.
No.
The club will go for the big name.
No, but Zidane's not a big name though.
He's a big name for Real Madrid, but not anywhere.
No, not really. Okay, but you can't tell me he's one of the best managers in the world.
No, he isn't.
I mean, man, 4 Champions League.
Yeah, but those 4 Champions Leagues were dodgy.
What about the Liga last season? Was that dodgy as well, man?
And what about their competition as well? Is it going to be dodgy?
Yeah, but their competition is shit.
Barca have been terrible for
their competition is not good.
You can't on it.
You know what? Tell me Real Madrid, I never thought Hazard's ass can get any fatter, man, until he went to Real Madrid. I love Hazard, man. But man is enjoying the tapas a little bit too much.
It's all that pork, man. It's all that pork. He's eating all that pork.
Pork, beef, tapas is everything, man. Rice, potatoes.
Did you guys see that interview during the first COVID? Like when everyone was in lockdown, they asked him in an interview. They're like, "Oh, what have you been doing?" Ramos has been doing pull-ups. He goes, "Oh, I've been doing bicep curls with ice cream." Like the guy makes his good jokes. Like
that's why you love. Yeah, that's why you love him, man. That's why you love Hazard, man. Because he doesn't take himself too seriously. He enjoys the game of football and he hates training, man.
What about getting Hazard back?
No.
That's done. I like where we are now. I think we just need to improve on that.
Exactly.
Because I do love this squad. I think the squad has so much talent. It's so underrated. Man.
Yeah, we rely too much on Hazard.
Yeah, but would you guys get Rice in the winter break? Because it's out.
No, it would be too expensive.
I wouldn't, but I think it's going to happen.
I hope
no.
I don't want
Lampard still there.
I don't want the pale orc anyway.
I think you're going to have to resolve yourself that it is going to happen, even though you don't want it.
Even if Lampard is, I don't think it will happen if Lampard.
Do you think Chelsea will pay that kind of money? 100
Yes.
million plus. They
Yes.
won't.
Yes.
I'd rather pay more money for Oblak than
We
him.
paid that for Kepa, man. Yeah, I'd rather pay that for Oblak as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
with 100 million, you can buy such good players. Like
Gents,
Premier League players get so much overpriced.
Imagine Lampard goes to Abramovich and he's like,
I'd
Rice.
rather get a Didi for 100 million.
What are your
He
thoughts?
goes to
What are your
Rice.
thoughts on-
He goes to Marina and he's like, Rice or forfeit, man. Rice or, you give me Rice or I'll forfeit all the games. And they're like,
What
oh,
are your-
I think that's how we got the what's his name?
What are
Havertz.
your thoughts on Havertz? Because I don't think it's what Frank wanted, and I would rather have spent that money and
No.
the Mendy money and got Oblak.
One
No,
thing, Havertz.
He wanted
years
Rice, I
time.
think. He wanted Rice,
No,
he wanted Rice, and then
I
they got
get
Havertz
that,
instead.
but I would rather have got Oblak.
You can't judge Havertz based on his time with Lampard.
No, I'm not.
Other
I know he's a bowler. I get all of that. However, he's the sort of player you add on when the team's already built.
Right.
Yeah, true.
I think the club signed him, and Frank just took him. But I think the club signed him for the next manager.
Yeah, I agree.
don't think it's a Lampard signing. I think they signed him as a great asset to have. There's a
I think
generation.
most of our players are though. Like
And
you-
one thing,
Are you thinking this is like a City situation before Pep joined? You know when they bought like De Bruyne, Sterling.
but
before
one
Pep
thing,
even joined?
But
last
who's
year,
the manager? Who's the manager that they're building for? Because
Now
I
Guzman.
don't see a
know.
pattern of the signings.
I don't
No,
know. That's
the end game is now Guzman. I'm not saying he's going to be the next manager we get, but the end game, because the thought was Lampard will be here for 3 years, build this project and stuff, and now
You know what?
when he's ready, he can come in.
You know what? I don't mind Nagelsmann, but if the end product, like two managers from now, is Nagelsmann, that's kind of anticlimactic, isn't it? Though.
but last season,
It's gonna be like the
Havertz-
Sopranos ending.
yeah,
Like, it's not, you know,
Listen, Chelsea did it way back when.
Fake to Nagelsmann.
For Jose, we had what's his name?
Jose.
Ranieri for what was it, 2 seasons?
One.
Yeah.
Nagelsmann's
One
no
season.
Jose though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no.
Jose.
I know, but it's
No one is Jose.
the same area of the attractive up and coming manager in Europe.
Yeah, let's face it.
I wouldn't get Nagelsmann. He's a bit
Paul
inexperienced. too.
Scholes, let's face it. If Paul Scholes' goal was allowed, we ain't getting Mourinho. Let's face it. We're a Paul Scholes disallowed goal from not getting Mourinho. There's no way we are getting Mourinho.
Yeah,
Paul
and
Scholes' goal was allowed.
if Frank Lampard's goal was allowed,
I
England
know,
win the
but what I'm
tournament.
saying is it's just a twist of fate, and that's great. And that's great on our side. But
If the
I
goal
don't-
it wasn't
I don't-
allowed, we would have
listen,
got
Imagine
top
if we
five.
never got Mourinho, man. Jesus
I
Christ.
know, right?
man.
We would have had the goals goal, though, would we?
By
I
the
think
way,
Prime
guys,
was right. Prime was like what he said earlier. It's either going to be whoever the new up and coming thing, or it's going to be the really experienced manager who's out of work. Yeah, that's all it's going to be.
Coming, like you said.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Same with it's going to be either an AVB thing out of nowhere because he thought, oh, he's a Mourinho student, so he's
I think,
he's done well, or it's going to be someone who's maybe you're right, Kai, maybe an Enrique or something like that. But I'm just not sure.
you know what's killing me? You know what's really killing me? Yeah, is the fact that we had what was I about to say, man? I just lost my train of thoughts.
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe, what?
No.
Hashtag you're a joker. I love you.
No,
You're a joker.
hashtag is just
He's just
he
joking.
man wanted Jordi Morris.
He's a Chelsea fan and he's really doing that.
Good old Jordi Morris to manage Chelsea. Man.
You know what? Okay,
Stand on the box every time he screams to the players, man.
I'd rather have Eddie Murphy.
what about Brendan Rodgers?
I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You
very
know what?
underrated, man.
Because if you're
Maybe.
doing this thing of it's a 2 or 3 year project where you need young players and you need to revamp and build the team or whatever, I'd rather have done it with someone more experienced. That's why.
One thing.
But the thing is, if we had brought in Nagelsmann last season to do it, the fans wouldn't have backed it, especially if we went through dips in form. Because the way Nagelsmann plays,
Arsenal's
takes-
always going to be.
it takes a few years to perfect it because he's a bit weird that way. And the fans would never have backed it. Look at Lampard's record last season and this season. If it's anyone else, they're calling for his head. And we're only calling for his head now.
Look at Sarri's record, and people were calling for his head.
You know, Brendan Rodgers, I don't think he bought a little
Well,
last year.
no.
Why? Because in the end of the year, he had so big key
Injuries.
injuries.
No, I
Madison
get that.
and
I do-
Didi, Ricardo Pereira, Zinchenko. All these players got injured.
That's very true. However, that's
would've
very
finished
true.
top four.
However, we bring in Rodgers because the whole thing is bottle job Rodgers and whatever. If we bring him in and next season we're in a title race or whatever it is, and we fall away the last month or two, people will say he bottled it, and the fans will go against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lampard for them was just the safest bet to use.
I don't
By
think
the
he
way-
will come to Chelsea.
You know, Kai asked the other question about Declan Rice. For me, I personally would go for Douglas Luiz or Basuma if we're so adamant on signing the DM. They'd be cheaper, and I think they're better players.
What about Zach Walker? What about Zach?
Indeed.
Indeed, he's such a baller, but he will cost so much because Leicester overpriced all their
But he
players.
can't pass.
Yeah.
That's his issue.
Why not Zakaria? He can pass. He has good defensive.
Yeah,
ability, you know?
Zakaria is a baller.
Zakaria is too young, and we already have a young squad.
Plus, you say Leicester overpriced their players. They were
He probably will.
80 million.
Yeah, and give us Ndidi for Marina's kidney, man. No, thank you, man.
Well,
No.
it won't be
We need to
Mourinho's
protect
kidney,
her
it'll be
at all
some other
costs.
Kidney that they get, you know what Roman's like. He's got the connections, you know.
Return Roman at all
Kidney,
costs.
Yeah.
And Czech's been doing well as well.
Yeah, I'm actually happy
bullshit.
with Czech. Like I've read some article that Czech actually is the one who does the negotiation with a lot of players. He goes to them and tries to convince them because he speak a lot of languages, you know. Obviously, it's not Frank Lampard, you know. All
So
these
wait, the three DM options, right, within the Prem: Basuma, Calvin Phillips, or Douglas Luiz.
Calvin Phillips is a
Basuma.
good player.
Douglas Luiz for me, I think it's an easy one.
Yeah, he's really
Oh.
underrated.
I don't know. I'll go Basuma though because he's.
But how
He'll
old
be
is he?
expensive though. That's the problem. He's going to be another 70 million. Villa won't let him go cheap.
Who Grealish?
No,
Basuma.
Douglas Luiz. He's 20. He's
I said
got
Basuma.
5 years on the deal.
Brighton won't let Basuma go cheap either, because United also want them, so it might be a bidding war. And
Yeah.
Leeds won't let Phillips go for it.
I would rather get a player outside the Premier League that isn't overpriced because the other teams don't.
Like who?
Who's outside the Premier League?
Zakaria, Morey, like the guy said in the comments.
Zakaria
He's really
goes
good.
for-
You know what? That's
No,
what makes
no,
getting
he's
the
had
Champions
40
League
million
so
release
important, you know. That's why getting Champions League is so important, you know, because if we want all these players, you know, to impress the
I
Ams, we need
think,
to get Champions League.
I think Zakaria has like a 30-40 million release clause next year.
Guys, we're getting Rice. You're just going to accept it.
Come on, Andy, come on,
If
man.
Lampard
No, I
is
know,
back.
I understand. But what I'm saying to you
I posted that
is
a
that
few
you
weeks
might
ago.
have to just accept that we're getting Rice.
That's just
This is that Ben Chilwell all over again. We just have
Well,
to.
yeah. Everyone was going, oh, Ben Chilwell, he's so overrated, he's rubbish. Now it's Chili B. Chili B's our left back. Yeah,
I've always liked Ben Chilwell. I'm not like
No,
him.
but Ben Chilwell is actually he's the only Lampard signing that's actually working.
Exactly. So
He's the only Lampard signing really anyway.
Let's not.
Guys, would you rather
I don't
get
even
a
think Werner
Redigan?
was neither.
No, but he was calling Lampard was calling Werner and actually meeting him.
He's calling
According
him.
to
Yeah, no, but
Czech
uh,
as well.
yeah, but
Czech
Kai.
mostly.
Kai. If we're saying Lampard's this bad manager,
What controversial Brian? What do you want to tell me?
if we're saying Lampard's this bad manager, I doubt Timo Werner, the second top goal scorer in Europe last season, wanted to sign for Chelsea because of Frank Lampard.
When you pay him 170,000 a week, which is 4 times more than he was making at RB Leipzig, he
Was
would
he the
join.
second?
He would join.
But Kai, that is my point. He didn't sign because of Lampard.
Yeah.
No, but not because of him, but Lampard did call him, you know.
Well, yeah, Lampard did.
And Czech went to see him
because of
a couple
the
of times
project.
as well.
Again, it's all about this project.
And he went to visit him in Germany. They had sausages together. You know, there's a lot of romance in there.
Wait,
man.
Werner wasn't the second top scorer, wasn't he?
He was the
I
second
think it was,
yeah.
no,
Behind
wasn't it
Lewandowski.
Immobile?
after Lewandowski, man. No,
Immobile.
after
That was-
Lewandowski, it was him.
He scored like 36 goals in Serie A.
Ooh, Lerma from Bournemouth, no?
No.
Same Bundesliga, man.
No.
Bundesliga.
How did he win Golden Boot? No,
No,
he won Golden
Bournemouth,
Boot,
man.
eh?
No managers, all players, man. Fuck that.
No, it was Immobile. When it was Immobile, then Lewandowski, then Werner.
Yeah, exactly.
Thiago Silva. Was that a Lampard signing? Or was that just opportunistic?
No,
Yeah, that was a
no,
Lampard.
no.
Yeah, that was a
No,
Lampard.
no.
signing.
It was the Marina signing, man.
How was
Yeah.
it? I don't know. I'm confused.
He even said that I think that Fabrizio said that Chelsea called him personally.
Well,
That was
listen.
a Willian signing.
Wow, man. I'm glad that broccoli head has gone from Chelsea, man. One of the
Filthy
worst
injured.
Chelsea players at Chelsea. I could not stand him, man. 37 goals in 7 years playing for a top club.
It's
People
so-
have no shame. No. Let me finish my rant. And people tell me on the terrace, hey Kai, be respected to William. Fuck no, man. I'm not being respectful for nobody, man. He was an average. He was an overrated workhorse with technical ability who can run the byline. He's basically a sprint runner. That's all he was, man. He could run for the mile and he could not have produced anything. And just pick it up.
37 goals, right? And a third of them were all in that one season, the 15-16 season. They were all in that season. That's all it was.
He might score more penalties as well.
And 4 of them hit free kicks in that one season.
Yes.
Set pieces,
Don't disrespect Willian.
No, Willian has 2 good games. Then people gas him up, and then he disappears.
He
That's why Arsenal fans thought it was the next big thing. Like we rejected Willian. We didn't want Willian.
Do you remember Lampard's first home game last season against Leicester when Willian came on? He looked unfit, and when he came on, I thought he was going to substitute him.
He was in Brazil, man. He was in Brazil, and this Brazilians eat a lot of beans and steak, man.
He had a lot of bunda when he was out there. Like.
I honestly don't know how this guy has triplets, man. He cannot hit the target to save his life, man. I do not know, man. I've always said it. How does he have 3 kids?
After COVID, remember in the bubble, he came back, scored 3 penalties. Everyone was like, give him a 2-year contract.
No. You know, like the Arsenal fans, DT was like, he was your best player. I'm like, you obviously been watching Chelsea, either drunk or you watch it on a black and white TV, man. Makes no sense, man.
Bakayoko, he's being sold to
I'll be honest. I would have kept Willian.
Why?
Why? What 5th choice?
You know why?
5th choice winger.
Because Prime's middle name is Laddie. Is Laddie commercial Prime, man. That's his name, man. He just likes controversy.
Okay, cool.
That's what you do, Prime.
Funny joke. Now let me answer. I would have kept him because we need a 4th choice winger. You guys keep saying Werner's that wide, Havertz that wide, Mount is that wide. We need a 4th choice winger.
Yeah, he's
right. If we didn't get one, I would have kept him.
He's
right. If we kept Willian, Hudson would have went on loan or been sold because Lampard sees Werner as a winger. We just need to accept that. He's a winger.
No.
I will never accept that.
It's because of injury. He can't dribble.
No. But
played for 20 minutes as a he's played 40 minutes as a striker. 40 minutes.
2 goals.
But in the beginning of the season, all he played was a striker, man.
No, but okay. When we've had a fully fit squad, Werner hasn't played that wide. When we had the fit 11, Werner hasn't played that wide.
Yeah, if you remember the Southampton game, which interestingly was his best game when we had Havertz, Werner, Pulisic, all of them played together.
That wasn't Werner didn't play that wide in that game, did he?
You remember Ziyech was injured, wasn't he?
I get what you mean. Werner can be
came off the bench
to be used out there, but I don't think he sees him as a primary winger.
Yeah, but to be fair,
if you keep Willian, right, Hudson's already struggling to make the bench, and we only have 3 wingers. One of Willian, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Hudson, 2 of them won't make the squad.
But that's why I said as a 4th choice winger. Because again, you guys, people kept saying get Ben Rama or get Boga. Those 2 players want to play games.
Isn't Ben Rama
struggling? Even playing for West Ham?
Isn't he struggling for West Ham now?
Exactly, and he clearly wants to play games. He's at West Ham.
Struggling at Arsenal as well.
Again, he's at West Ham sitting on the bench. He would be coming to Chelsea as a 4th choice winger. So not even making the bench.
But Southampton. What did I say? I said Southampton, man, right? Which team did I mention?
West Ham. He's at West Ham.
No, I meant he's talking about the game with Werner, man.
Oh, Werner was against Southampton, yeah.
I said Southampton.
But to be fair, Werner has never played as a striker in Leipzig. He never played. Always played.
No. He did. He played. I never missed a Leipzig game, man, for I think 2 years. Because he played either as a lone striker or back to a striker.
The reason why people confuse it is because he plays in the front 2. Leipzig play a plethora of formations.
RB Leipzig was founded in 2009.
They'll play like a 4-2-2-2 or like a 3-5-2 or whatever. And because he plays with a target man, he's allowed to drift out wide and stuff like that.
Exactly. Always play with a target man, Poulsen, because he was in the beginning.
He played a few games as a long striker. If you watch his last game for Leipzig, he scored 2 goals and he played also on up front.
I know.
For Germany, the last game he played also up front.
The first game post-lockdown where everyone was watching Werner was I don't remember who was against, but I remember
Spain versus Germany. Spain versus Germany.
No. I'm talking about in Bundesliga. Someone got sent off and they had to take off Schick and Werner had to basically act as a lone target man, and they were playing counter attack the full game, and he still was one of the best players on the field.
Yeah.
Like
Boys,
I see Werner as Jamie Vardy. He can't dribble and he's fast, and he's a good finisher when he has a good confidence.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like predominantly. By the way, boys, the Southampton manager Ralph Hasenhüttl.
I fucking love him, man. I love him.
Yeah, I love him.
The football is so effing sexy.
Imagine he played 4-2-2. Imagine him, Werner and Havertz as strikers, and Havertz as support striker.
Yeah, it suits our squad. It really does.
Yeah, because Havertz last year he was not good the first half of the season. Then Volland got injured. He plays as a striker, and that's where he got all the goals. So maybe we can play like that.
Tomori starts next year.
I think Tomori will be gone in January.
Player next year.
Yeah.
Bro,
Why didn't we loan into
I would
West
rather
Ham?
keep him, man. I don't want to sell him, man. Why?
Why didn't we loan into West Ham?
Why was he not playing yesterday? I swear to God, it pisses me off every time. Christensen is like some anorexic defender. I don't understand what's wrong with him. Yeah.
You know what's funny about Christensen? When he's played in our Champions League games, he's looked good because he's a European defender. He's suited for like
different pace.
La Liga or whatever because he's
no contact. That's what he's for.
After that
Barcelona
Barcelona game,
time on the ball, he doesn't get it in the Premier League.
after that Barcelona game, I've never seen Christensen good. Like he was good before the Barcelona game.
No, but again, he made
Christensen.
so many high-profile errors that season against Barca, against Man City, against Man United in the space of a week.
Yeah, but that's the only mistakes he made that year, though.
He
made quite a few mistakes that went unnoticed, but those were the only high-profile ones.
You know when I say Tammy is built like a Scandinavian woman. Christensen is built like a Danish woman. The guy is he's
built like a marathon.
He's not strong enough, man. Yeah, he's not strong, man. Yeah, he's built like a
marathon runner, man.
He's not a Premier League defender. And he's very technical, right? And he passes well.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna work in the Premier League unless you have the strength of Laporte as well. Because he reminds me of Laporte minus the muscles, man. So he's not gonna work.
In the Premier League, he only works in a free, I think. In the middle
Laporte is in
But I don't think his passing ability is great.
Who, Laporte's?
No, Christensen. I don't think it's that great.
I mean,
Thiago
that's what they tell us.
is another level.
Yeah, but David Silva is another level and everything, man. That's
Thiago Silva.
Center backs in history, man.
Yeah. We're gonna have a problem next year if Thiago leaves again. Like,
hey, I heard we're getting Jimenez, man. I wouldn't mind.
No, but he said in an interview, he want to play to the World Cup. When the World Cup has ended, he's gonna retire. He want to play.
We got a problem.
That's end up until the World Cup. If you start dropping in quality like Cahill did, man, no, thank you, man.
Well, we got a problem now because we can't play him in multiple back-to-back games.
Yeah, and we lose without him, so we do need that. Who would you rather guys have? Would you rather have Rugali from I think I pronounced his name correctly? From AC Milan or Jimenez? Romaglan, yeah, sorry, man.
I would guess Marquinhos. So good, most underrated.
Yeah, but to be realistic, Marquinhos, there's no way PSG will send us him, man.
Yeah, true. He would cost so much, but he loves PSG. Will never come.
Yeah.
I
mean, I would love PSG too if they paid me that much money, man. Jesus
I do like Romagnoli. I think he's a decent, no-nonsense defender.
And his passing is quite underrated as well.
Yeah, but my issue is he going to translate to the pace of the Premier League? Every striker now, every team has a pacey striker. Is that going to translate from Italy?
Oh, but he's not that slow, man, and he's quite good at reading the game. He's similar to Thiago Silva. He can read the game quite well and anticipate, quite properly.
I think,
like you said, we see a lot of players like.
I think Hernandez is helping pretty much with the pace.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I wouldn't mind Jimenez as long as he can stay fit, because the guy is made of gummy.
I think he's a bit overrated, to be fair.
Jimenez, nah, man. Jimenez is
People
good,
call him 100 million defender. He's not 100 million defender.
Yeah, but that's how much they're asking for him, so you can't really.
Kai, thoughts?
That's somewhat.
What?
Yes. No comment, man. Indian subscribers, man. I love you guys.
Oh, but you don't like Scandinavian.
Don't even get me started about how much bro. all girls are welcomed in the Kai world, man.
Hey,
From
this is no
all
filter.
colors, man.
Kai,
This is no
careful. Someone could be watching. Someone could be
This is
watching.
no
Kai.
filter.
They say something negative, man. I said all women are welcome in Kai's world, man.
The
I
warning-
don't discriminate, bro.
No one
Guys,
should
the
be
warning
welcome
is
at
on
that one.
the name of the channel. It's no filter, right? Come on.
There you go, man. Say whatever you want, man. As long as you're not racist, do what you want, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Besides, too many Chelsea fan account nowadays is like, oh, Lampard, I love you, Lampard. I don't care that you lose 100 games, Lampard. It's okay. Just stay here. We can play the championship together, Lampard. I'm not about that life, man.
I'm definitely not like that,
I
though.
just tweet that out.
I'm not saying you, Daniel. Some people are like that.
Hi, I literally just tweeted. I was like, I have 5.7 thousand subscribers on Twitter, on YouTube. If I was positive the way these lot are, I would be on 20K right now. Everyone's is positive for the sake of being positive.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's so like, be objective. Like, it's okay to say he's done a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many people give me. Andrew knows this because he watched the Football Terrace quite a lot. You know how much abuse I get for my opinion about Lampard. But I had that opinion from before he came.
Same.
Yeah. So I said the same thing. Same thing with Liverpool. I called Liverpool the historical Leicester. Until this day, I get people add me on Instagram, talk shit about me, about my girl. I didn't even know. Some people even know who I'm dating. They did like the background check on me. People sending me death threats. But I am who I am, man. I do not care what anybody thinks of me, man. I don't like these people. To me, I don't know them. So if you don't know me, your opinion about me, I don't really value it.
The best things they say you're a fake fan.
Yeah, like what are you gonna tell
I got
me?
called one yesterday. I got called
Fake
one.
fan,
I always get called one.
How did you get called a fake fan, Daniel? You love Lampard. You love everything, man.
I just love everything about Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's the last thing I'm gonna say. I love Chelsea. Win, lose or draw, Chelsea till I die.
This man's got
And I've
100
got to go.
Chelsea tattoos, I bet. That's what he's got.
No.
100 Chelsea tattoos.
I got a lot of Chelsea stuff in my
That's what
room.
he's got,
I agree on that.
All
All right, then I'm gonna go now because it's been good. It's been a good talk. It's an honour to be on, Kai.
Yeah, my pleasure, Daniel. As you know, it's always welcome, man. Good to have you on.
Everyone take care and
See you later, my friend.
hopefully it gets better.
soon, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully it does get better, man. It has to, man. My life, my relationships, they cannot stay like that. I'm not like all my relationships are getting toxic because of Chelsea, man. That's how
Man,
bad.
I
That's
went
how
to
bad.
sleep the other day after the Arsenal game, woke up angry at 1 a.m. in the morning. That's not acceptable when you're my age. Like,
How old are you, man? My age? How old?
I'm 24. Like, that's
Good.
not acceptable.
24, man. I'm 27, bro. You're right, man. You're still young.
One thing, David Alaba is one of the most overrated centre backs.
Don't say that, man.
Okay, if you play him
No.
as a left back,
I liked you so far until you said that, man. Now we're gonna.
No,
have
listen.
issues.
I'm gonna tell you why. As a left back, he's so good. He's even said in an interview, I don't want to play as a centre back. That is a reason why he got shifted centre back because they didn't have a centre back and Alphonso Davies came in.
He's
When I see
anytime.
Dimension, he relies only on pace, makes mistakes, and Alphonso Davies helps him so much. Like,
I would kill for some pace in that defense, man.
yeah, but he's not a centre back. He's a CDM or a left back. Like
I'll play
when
him
people
CDM,
say,
no problem.
yeah,
No
he would
problem.
be great as a CDM if we get him
Welcome
in.
in Chelsea all day, every day.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna get him in as centre back, like people say, I don't
If we
want
could
to
get to 35, would you mind if we 30?
play him as a CDM, and he's a ball playing centre mid. So he's the guy that can pass between the lines. He would be perfect because we don't
I
have
would
one.
rather have him than
Pass
Rice.
between the lines to the number 10 if we're gonna play 4-2-3-1. That would be perfect.
Yeah. What do you think about him? About the whole links with Alaba?
Yeah, same. People who are like, they don't really watch Bayern Munich. They think he's a great centre back. I think he's just there to fill a gap.
Mhm.
Like I said, definitely have him in the squad, back up as left back, possibly even start in most games, but definitely in midfield. Because if you see him when he plays for Switzerland,
Yeah.
when he plays in national football, he does dictate some games.
Yeah.
And so I'd more likely play him there. So then he's paying over the odds of Rice. I'd pay 30 million for him in January now. Screw the summer.
He can be a good CDM. He can play left back instead of Alonso.
He can actually be a better solution than Declan Rice, while he become cheaper because he can be the solution to play him as a CDM, and we need a player that can pass between the lines. We don't have one.
He's 28. He's 28 and he's a winner. He's 28 and a winner. You know, that's what we need back in this squad. We need winners and leaders. That's what we need. That's why when we were so successful, winners and leaders, no matter what. All these crises that we've had with multiple managers didn't matter because we had the winners and the leaders to get us through. You know,
that's true.
We don't have that now. We don't have that.
James, I have a question for you guys. Do you think we're going to make top 4?
It depends if you sack Lampard or not.
With this form, I think United are starting to run away with it. Leicester are picking up pace. Same thing with other teams.
How many more games would you give?
And you know what scares me? What scares me, man, is the fact that we are saying that it's okay. Other teams are dropping points above us. But what if we go to the end of the season and one lost game is gonna drop us like 6 or 7 points because all teams are too close to each other? Then we don't want that to happen. We need that cushion, you know. People are just looking at it from a very like narrow-minded point of view. It's like everybody's dropping points, but you can't look at it this way, man.
We need to start winning. We need to get back to winning now. We need to go on at least a 6-7 game winning spree in the league to get us back in contention for anything.
Yeah, I think Roman will also expect that as well because all the links are getting stronger and stronger, man. So.
Well, they'll if we don't, well, depending, I don't know if we do face City on Sunday and it's a negative result, the rumours will just ramp up. They'll just ramp up. That's what will happen. Especially in January.
I have a question for all the Lampard ins. If he win only 1 game out of 5, would you sack him?
Yes.
Now, yes, yeah. After the no. I'm already on that.
I think it's inevitable. If he does a record like that, it's inevitable.
But when do you think Roman will sack him? Because they have a good relationship too. I don't
reckon it'll get. If Lampard lost in the next
2 games, I think
2 or 3 games.
Not even lost. I think if he get two draws and 1 loss, he'll get out. Because it doesn't really matter if we look at it from a point of view. We don't need draws because draws are like 1 point. What's the difference between a draw and a defeat? 1 point.
The next 4 games are Wolves, Leicester, City, and Fulham. If we don't get minimum 5
City as well, yeah. City as well, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not accepting 5. I minimum 10.
Yes.
No,
yes.
You have ambition, my friend.
Yeah.
Half the fans have Frank Lampard as
That's Chelsea
window.
I'm not accepting anything less than double-digit points. I'm not accepting that.
Yeah, because right now I don't want us to see what my point is, right? We need points to cushion on, even if our goal is top 4. I would ideally want us to get top 3 because last season we got top 4, and I think we should always strive to get better and better instead of just staying where we are or digressing. Yeah. So for us now, in order for us to get that, we need more points because United is like 7 points ahead of us if they win their next game. Yeah, because they have 1 game. They have like 1 game in hand. Then it's gonna get harder because we're actually catching up to teams with quality. Because inevitably Aston Villa and all those teams are gonna drop. But the way that Everton play right now, they're very good. Yeah, they have 2 games on us, no?
2 games. 2 games on us.
City as well have 2 games on us, and they have the same points.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you see Lampard like he's trying to change tactics but still drop points, would you not give him more time, or would you still?
I think Roman is gonna drop him. It doesn't matter if he change whatever he changes. It's about results.
This isn't a club that gives time. We're not built for that. And Roman's history suggests we don't.
Yeah, especially with blind faith. Roman doesn't do blind faith, man. That's what I like about him.
My friend, we've played 54 games with Frank Lampard in the Premier League now. We average a win 1 in 2. 1 in 2. For Chelsea, 1 in 2 we drop points. Like that is crazy.
16 losses.
47.
But the worst thing is he's dropping points, and he's dropped 4 points. He has dropped more points than last season in 16 games, and he's added 250 mil to that.
And more importantly, 65 points got top 4 last year. That's not going to work this year.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. People are saying, oh yeah, but the club backed him, so they're gonna give him more time. That's not how it works. The club backed him, so they're gonna give him less time. It's actually the opposite. People don't get that. You remember, like every manager we had, the first season, they didn't really need to do much, but the second season is what they were expected of them. Yeah, and now we're at that second season, so now it's a make or break. So if you're given how business works, you're given money or fund or a budget, and then you expect to give a return on investment. You can't just lose that investment, because then you're basically investing, you're losing money, you're losing revenue. So there is no point. So you have to be accountable for that. Somebody has to be accountable for that.
And it's
in
always
football,
the manager.
Football, it's the manager.
Yeah.
So that's especially after all those players are playing in the first team and they're not working out. So that's also,
yeah.
We're not even playing good football. So that's also going to be taken into account.
Listen,
I think Roman is going to do it.
Every one of us here wants him to succeed, right? We all want him to succeed. It's good for Chelsea. That's what we all want. But be realistic. The most impatient people in the world are football fans. All right, it just goes to show. And Roman's tenure is built on success and impatience. So if it's not working, he's just going to go to a regular formula. It's hire and fire all the time. He's not, it's not planned. It's not planned. If he started like that, it would be different. See, if he'd actually gone through the bad times with Mourinho, or tried to, in that third season, maybe the first time around, maybe we're talking about Mourinho being here for 10 years. You don't know that. But, but since Mourinho, it's been hire and fire him and just get on with it, because he's always collected trophies. It's drying up a bit now. Yeah, it's nothing wrong. That's right. It's drying up a bit now, but,
you say that, but before Lampard, we still won the Europa League, and before that, we won the FA Cup, and before that, we won the Premier League. So we're still averaging like a trophy.
No, but even in the ones we didn't win the league, we were still up there challenging.
Yeah.
We were still in a title race.
I think there's a correlation why you say there's a drop off. The investment went down.
Yeah.
That's why we stopped competing. But now that the investment's back, I expect us to be competing again.
I see. The thing with Chelsea is, you set your own standard in your first season, right? Like, for example, Lampard, Conte wanted his first year of management. Second year of management, he got fifth and he was sacked, because the expectation is to improve on that first season.
And he won the FA Cup as well.
And he won the FA Cup. You're just improving my point. Dan.
You guys think we can win against?
So it's the same thing, man. First season he got top 4. He didn't win anything. So next season he can't just get top 4 and be like, "Hey, look, man, you spent 259 and I stayed where I stood." Roman Abramovich is gonna be like, "Oh, thank you very much, man. Leave the key at the door and get the fuck out." That's what's gonna happen, man. We all know it. People like to tell themselves, "Oh, Roman has changed." That's not how Roman is, man. You can't change a businessman. If something works, he's not gonna change it because you wanna change it, because you want to a cultural thing. That's not how the world works.
Especially if it's like fourth on the last day of the season or something like that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To win the last game. The only way he doesn't get sacked if we finish fourth is if we win the Champions League. That's the only way he does it. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the thing today with Nini and Matisse?
That's my girl. The darkest time, man. That's my girl, man.
Yo, she sounds like me.
She destroyed him. Did you see he's crying? Did you see my super chat about the statistics?
No.
Oh my god, man! I'll send it to you. Add me on WhatsApp. I'll send it to you. It's fucking hilarious, man. He was crying, man. He was like, people say all the stupid stats and they don't get context, blah blah blah. I'm like, why are you crying, man? Yeah. I sent it to you.
Fantastic watch, man. Matisse done a good job there.
She destroyed him, man. He was getting triggered. He was like, why don't you address the stats?
Yeah, but
he was like, I can't address them because they're stupid. There's no context. He did win the same and blah blah blah. I'm like,
stupid question that made me laugh. I don't answer stupid questions.
How can you dispute facts with feelings, man? If you go to any business or corporate environment and somebody gives you stats and be like, oh, but gives me context to those stats, be like, but those are the context to the stats. Just because you're too emotional to absorb it, that's your problem, man, not ours. Don't get emotional with stats, man. Stats are there because they don't give a flying fuck about your feeling, and that's a fact.
Yeah,
man, exactly. It was the first time I've heard of her account. She's definitely getting a follow. Like, it's someone I could listen to.
Bro, I've known her for like 3 years. Every account on Twitter that I had that got suspended, she has me on Instagram. I talk to her all the time. She's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
she knows her football as well, man. She's not like some, I'm not gonna name names, but you guys know what I mean. Like she's not. She knows her football. And she just tore him apart, man. She tore him apart, man. It was beautiful. And he was crying.
You know what? You're always gonna win with some people who just focus on emotion.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's not gonna get you nowhere in life.
That's what I
man,
mean.
if you
That's why when someone's based in their opinion on emotion,
Yeah.
they can't be reasoned with.
Wait, let
I
me
mean,
let me take a picture of the chat, man. She knows like people watched, because she was like, "Oh, how many people are gonna watch?" Because she was shy about her English and stuff, and I'm like, "Your English,
perfect, man.
your English is fine. You're probably the most attractive girl that Nini ever talked to, man. So just go with it, man."
So we have performance anxiety. That's right, no problem.
Yeah, so she got the performance. I was like, "You were doing fine, man." He couldn't cooperate. He just got emotional. I'm like, I was wondering which one is the girl, man, because he's the one who got like all emotional about this whole thing.
Well, that's the problem, though, isn't it? When you express an opinion, with people you can't separate Frank the player from Frank the manager.
Especially if you don't like the opinion, man.
Yeah, that's why they call you. That's why they call people fake fans. So
Yeah, man. But I told her, man, I'm proud of you, man, because she was worried, and Nini decided to be like aggressive and stand and be like, "Oh, me and my father and my grandfather used to go to the bridge when I was 18." Well, blah blah blah. I'm like,
I don't give a fuck when you.
That's just your feelings, man.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly,
cares. You got owned. You got given stats and you couldn't follow them up, and now you're crying and you're getting away from the point. Anyway, people, let's talk about that game, man. Yeah, go ahead, man.
She made a great point about which players did Frank develop. And you know what? I was sitting there, I said it all the time. There's hardly any. Like,
I would say Mount.
No.
Did he develop him or did he give him game time? And that's a natural progression in a player's development when you're so young to play. You're getting more experience.
You say Reece James?
Reece?
Yeah. No, but Reece is more Wigan developed more. He even said it to himself. Like he said, I developed.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like there's so many players I can tell you went backwards. Jorginho's, Kepa's, Alonso, Rudiger.
You mentioned that. That's one issue that I have with Lampard is if he loses like an argument with somebody, he just want to sell them, man. Like Rudiger, Alonso, he doesn't forgive, man. He's very stubborn.
But actually, no. You can't blame Alonso. Alonso is he runs like a duck. He's so slow, even before I got there.
Alonso, I actually give him props for this, man.
But you need to give Lampard credit for Reece James because he's got much better defensive work.
I love Reece, man. He is the best product we have.
This year he has become so much better defensively, positioning, decision making. That's why I can say he's one of the best this season, right back. But last year I couldn't say it because his defensive work was not that good.
But don't you think that's natural progression? Like
he's progressing. That's why
maybe.
Like he's 20 years old. I guarantee you next season he'll be even better because it's just experience.
He's fast, he's strong, has good crossing, has good defensive ability, has like good like reading of the game.
You can't go. Oh well, Lampard hasn't had something to do with it.
He played a role.
Obviously.
To actually like this, I know. Yeah, there's that other extreme where the major Lampard outers will say he's not done anything.
Do you guys think we can beat Atletico Madrid? Because if we're gonna play with crossing, inshallah, we won't win.
No, that tie is done. Like, look what they did to Liverpool last year. They'll do the same to us, and it's done.
Okay, if you play
stubborn, man. That's a stubborn defensive unit, man.
Because Atletico Madrid's problem this year with consistency has been they can't break down low block teams. If Chelsea play defensively, do you think we can have a chance? Just hit on the counter.
But we won't. The thing is, when you play defensively against them, they'll happily take a 0-0 and then play for a draw in the next one and try to pinch. Like they won't come out.
I remember this. You remember this with us with the semifinals with Mourinho, man.
Yeah, but I was a ball boy.
Same thing to us.
I was a ball boy in that game, right? It was the worst experience of my life. The second leg. I'm watching the game get away from us. Like, I don't even want to throw the ball in.
That's Simeone, man. He makes you feel like you're happy and shit. That just ruins your dreams.
That's the problem, man. When you go against Atletico Madrid, you need to score in the away leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't. You can't take a 0-0 draw back.
It's the first game away or home.
It's
away. It's away.
No, home.
We finished.
No. Yeah. He's right. Because they scored 3 goals away. Yeah. They got 3 away goals. Yeah.
No, but the first game's away because we finished top of the group. So it's always top of the group. It goes away first. So
yeah,
if we play defensive for a 0-0 draw Atletico Madrid, there's no point. There's no point because
Simeone is so good.
They don't have to win. They don't have to beat us. They just have to score draw.
And they have that bastard Suarez up top. You know he's going to turn up.
And Joao Felix is really good.
Oh man.
The only thing I'm kind of happy about is that we have Thiago Silva. Imagine if we win there with Rudiger and Zuma, man.
I can just see Oblak
or Christensen.
Jesus Christ, or Christensen. Jesus Christ.
Man,
one player that I like, man, is Thiago Silva. Brian, what do you think, man? You're very quiet, bro. Are you optimistic for the game, man?
Prime
5-1 Man City.
No, the Atletico game.
The Atletico game, man. See, you're not concentrated, man. I told you, if you were working under me, I'll get you fired, man. Don't tell me.
Atletico Madrid, that will either be 6-3 Atletico or 2-0 Atletico.
6-2 Atletico.
Over both.
Christ.
No, because Atletico Madrid have been transitioning and they don't sit back all the time. So I don't know if Simeone is going to go back old school and do that or not. So
are you saying 3-1 in each leg? Or sorry, 3-2 and then 3-1 in a leg.
I don't know, but 6-3 on aggregate or 2-0 on aggregate.
Imagine Werner missing all these chances and Oblak saving them like he did.
Luiz from 100. What was it? Blue Fans TV.
Blue Fans TV.
Yeah.
He actually invited me to his channel today. I was on his channel. That's why I was late to my channel. But yeah, man, it's a good opportunity for me, man. Because on the terrace, I usually just come on the terrace, and now I'm starting to know all these guys, you know. And yeah, about Matisse, man, I was wrong about him because I thought he's like a Lampard in kind of like blinded faith kind of guy, but he's actually quite logical, man. So
no, he's a good one, man. I like his views. Like he's got a big platform as well, and you need people on big platforms to make like realistic views.
Yeah, man. That's why I know my channel won't be good with the Chelsea fans because I just like say whatever the F I want, man. I don't care.
So which channels don't you like then, Kai? Speak your mind.
Which channels I don't like? Nini FC, I think he likes the youth a little bit too much. It should be looked into. Alex Goldberg, he deletes tweets. You know, he deletes tweets of things that he said about Lampard because he's too worried. And my last one that I don't like is probably the old channel with Rory and Sophie and whatever, you know. The real Chelsea fans.
100% Chelsea or whatever it's called.
God, with what's his name? Lewis, the guy who never paid the staff, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let's go back to Chelsea, man.
But somebody said it in the comments, Atletico Madrid has only conceded 5 goals.
Master
of
man. Oh, my man knows. Can you play it? Play it. I hope Master doesn't take my channel down. Why is there no sound coming in, man?
Wow. You know what?
At the top 4, is it sacking the offense?
For me, no. Wow. You know what?
At the top 4,
oh yeah. They asked him if we don't finish top 4, would you sack him? And he said no. Oh man. If we like finish 5th. Nini is a bit cuckoo, man.
Everyone has their opinions. That's what I say. Like, everyone has their own opinions. For me, the one I can't listen to is that Yannick guy.
Yeah, he's a bit weird, man.
It's one-way traffic with him, and I don't like that.
Did you see the tweet he posted?
Yeah, it made me laugh. It made me
kind of.
Like, it made me cringe even.
You know, like Caio, you don't like worldwide shows for subscribing, like begging. You know what? Actually, me and him, we know each other quite well from Twitter, from my old account. And he does every fucking time he sees me, Kai. He's like, Kai, you're a patron at Alex Goldberg. Why aren't you a patron for me? I'm like, oh man, just let me go, man. It's the same thing. I used to love Nini. Yeah, but then he became an extreme youth lover, man, and I have an issue with that. We're joined by a boy like Jim, man. How are you doing, Jim?
No, I looked at about 2 hours ago you was on. I come 2 hours later, you're still fucking on. What's going on here?
I'm just talking Chelsea, man. How you doing, bro?
Just talking Chelsea, bro, yeah? What's happening, everyone? Good?
Yeah, not bad, man. As up as we can be, I'm guessing.
Well, it's not that high up, is it? I can't remember United scored in the last minute, man. I swear that.
Jim, what did I tell you?
They're wankers, man. Lucky wankers.
I told you they're not Other teams are not gonna just keep dropping points, man. They're gonna start getting form.
Yeah, this might be the round of games where we get punished.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Innit? Well, at the end of the day, it's still a long way to go, and we need to start performing, mate. Because at the moment, we're fucking dropping like flies.
Is it long though? Because after the end of January, February, we're gonna start having like breaks and whatever, right? Like we're gonna have Champions League, we're gonna have one game, and then we're gonna have just like Champions League, FA Cup games, and then it just start getting even like the Premier League games get less and less. So now January is the critical time, man. That's where we see
We
like
need to create points.
the bigger picture. Yeah.
We need to create. We literally need to win every game.
And you know what somebody raised to me today, Jim? They said like if we keep like teams keep dropping points and we keep not capitalizing on it, at the end of the season when we have 2 games to go, we could be dropping all the way to 8 because we don't have no team has like point cushions, you know. So like one loss or a draw can take you all the way to 8. We didn't think of that, right? Like with other teams dropping points.
We're always relying on we're losing or we're dropping points, and we're relying on other teams to falter, and that's not always a good
mistake.
Yeah, like, it can happen once a week or twice a week, but it will not happen 3-4 times in a row. And this is where we've got to sort out our form. You know what I mean? So and not be left behind.
Yeah,
we need to win, man.
Boys, Arsenal are 6 points behind us, right? We've got Leicester and City.
Isn't it 3 now? Isn't it 3? Is it 3 points?
6.
Anyway, they catch up to us, and Frank
they
is still
won't.
in the job. Oh my God!
I don't think it will happen, man. I think if they catch up to us, I think
the next 5 games are so important. See if Lampard is a good manager.
You say that. See, I have an issue with this. People saying United are lucky. They're not lucky. They just want to win really, really bad, man. They keep trying whenever. If you watch United when they're losing, man, like I remember they was like 3-0 down and they went back to win like something like 4-3, right, or something like this.
No, it was 2-0 and they.
They went back to win it like 3-2. That's the dedication Chelsea needs.
Also, they've got clinical players. They don't need that many chances to score.
I think the system
Rashford scores like.
Yeah, but the system that they play.
Tammy Abraham needs about 10 shots to score.
Yeah, you say that, Jim. But they have a system that tailored around the players that they have.
They also have quality up in the front 3 as well, Kai. That will score.
We have
chances. You know what I mean? And we have that in Timo Werner, but we just don't play.
But we don't play the right system as well. We don't. Yeah. We play with crosses rather than exploit the pace. You know what I mean?
Boys, they have 4 goal scorers in Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, and Bruno on the pitch at once. What else do you like? What is going to happen?
There we got Bambi and blimmin' Werner.
Giroud. We have
never had a clinical striker for like years.
At the same time. That's the
Pulisic.
Who
do you actually? This is a very good question, man. Who do you think is a more clinical finisher, Hazard or Pulisic?
Hazard.
Hazard.
Pulisic had never got more than 10 goals in a season. Of course, Hazard.
Yeah, if you're gonna go on stats, you have to go for Hazard.
No, I'm not going for stats. I'm like, if you go like, let's say he goes against a defense by himself, who can score? Who would you count on to finish the chance? Because Pulisic is a very underrated finisher as well.
If it's inside the box, I'd probably say Hazard.
But the defenders are there. Don't take away the defender. It's not a one-on-one chance. That's what I'm saying.
I'll say Hazard.
Hazard, his ability to beat a man is second to none. Like,
but so is Pulisic. I think Pulisic is very underrated.
You know the problem with Hazard. He wasn't selfish enough.
Yeah,
that was his problem.
You see,
If he'd be more selfish, he'd have way more goals for us.
You see Pulisic yesterday, right? He had 2 or 3 good chances to win us that game, in my eyes.
Yeah, but confidence is everything in football. Confidence is everything. You remember Eden Hazard? Sorry, under Mourinho, that second season. Remember that? His confidence went on the floor. He wouldn't even score his sitters. It's about happiness. I'm telling you, people underestimate the happiness of the players in football, man.
If it was Pulisic last year, who would score those chances?
Yeah, but see that comment they have an issue with.
Doubting him. We're just saying him against. We were asked up against Hazard. That was all. We're not doubting him.
Yeah, but
Pulisic is young as well.
Yeah, but he's also a very good dribbler, right? He's also a very good dribbler as well.
Yeah, but he's got time to develop that, though. He's 20. What is he? 21?
No, obviously Pulisic is one of my favorite players, man. I'm gonna give him like all the time in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm just asking, like, overall at their time for Chelsea, like, because I think Pulisic is a good finisher, man. Because you remember last season he was like a shining light in that season. For me.
You know what he's better? You know what he's better than Hazard? That arriving in the box last week. You know, like,
and he's so direct, man.
He's more direct. That was what I want to say.
You're spot on.
Hazard was a better passer, man. Hazard was a much better passer, though.
He gets 5 to 10 goals a year by just getting to the near post.
Right area. Yeah, right time.
And Hudson-Odoi doesn't do that enough.
Imagine if we played the same style as Liverpool, man, with the wingers that we have. Jesus Christ, would be deadly. Man.
That's why Klopp wanted him. Thoughts on Diego Costa?
Fuck that traitor, man. He can go to Arsenal, man. I don't care.
We don't need him.
Another reason.
What he did to Chelsea, even though it was Conte, and Conte was kind of messed up for that text, he should have never done it to Chelsea, man.
Not gonna lie though, we haven't had a striker like him since though.
Yeah.
So you know, like.
I love that guy.
Bastard. Are you simping, Brian? What are you doing, man?
Would you guys go for Haaland because he has a cheap release clause next year?
I'm just joking, man. Look at Brian, man. I love you, man.
Can we put? But the thing is, with the Haaland thing, will Haaland come to Chelsea?
No.
Hey, let's get the best out of the strikers that we have now. We can't just buy Haaland.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna play Haaland on the right wing.
I know, we don't have a clinical striker.
The only way you can
Haaland banged in the right wing on FIFA.
The only way you can buy Haaland,
don't even start.
The only way you can buy Haaland and accommodate both for Timo Werner and Haaland is playing 2 up front.
And Tammy, somebody has to cover it, Tammy, man.
Those with Werner also much more because
you can accommodate Tammy at Aston Villa. Send him back there on loan.
Yeah,
true.
He's not better than Ollie Watkins, so.
I like Ollie Watkins actually. I think he's not bad. To be fair,
he gets about. That's what I'll say about Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
He leads the line, man. He presses. I love it.
Yeah.
He presses really well.
Tomorrow should have gone to West Ham. I don't know why we didn't.
Maury needs to go anywhere other than Chelsea so he can play some football.
Yeah.
No. I want to keep him. I don't want to sell him. I want to loan him. I want to see what he's going to do.
We should have loaned him to West Ham this season.
Should have just gone Fulham.
Yeah.
Man.
Tomori lost out on 18 months of development just to hang out with his friends.
True. But what you were saying about has he improved any players? Because I had to dip when you were talking about that.
I just feel like,
I'll be honest, I don't think he's improved anybody. Even the ones we've had, from look at Sarri to Frank. People talk about Jorginho. He's not that bad of a player, but he's
Reece
digressed.
James has played very well.
But again, Reece James is young. He's improved as a young player should.
We can't say that.
I disagree.
No, I think he has improved as a young player. Should have improved.
I think
he shouldn't improve as a young player. Young players are not because he's young. It doesn't mean because he's young he should improve. It takes managers to get the best out of him.
But I mean, as the talent that he is, I think he's improved naturally.
He's better than
I think
he's better this year than what he was last year.
I think he's improved. Pulisic
Kovacic improved last year from
Kovacic.
But Pulisic finishing wasn't this good in Dortmund.
But again, but my point is he hasn't got the best out of everyone. Only a few players you're naming have improved. Yeah, not the whole squad.
But you said he didn't. You said he didn't anyone. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
you know what? People say
anyone's an exaggeration, but he hasn't improved. Anyone's an exaggeration. Okay, cool. I think that. But
Kepa was actually good under Sarri, man.
Was he? He had an argument with Sarri on the sidelines.
Yeah, but that's performance the best, man. They were like the second highest clean sheets under Sarri.
Christensen, I don't rate him, but he played. He was good under Sarri. He was decent.
No, I don't like Christensen, man. We need to fuck him off.
After the Barca game, he has been shit.
Sarri got something out of Barkley. My point is, as a manager, it's your job to make the most out of what you have. I don't think Frank has done that with everyone.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of players regressed under Lampard. I agree. But at the same time, you cannot say that he didn't improve any players because Reece James is the best gift Lampard could give us.
Yeah. I think he's improved Pulisic. He wasn't this good at finishing in Dortmund.
But that comes from game time as well and a change of game. Yeah, but that's also a good shout. I think Pulisic also is becoming.
Yeah, because his role at Dortmund was different. So at Dortmund he played on the right wing.
Yeah, and we're giving him the
left. So he's allowed to be a lot more.
He's very one-footed as well. Pulisic is very one-footed. That's why he
managed Havertz like he did Pulisic last season.
Did he improve Kovacic? Because Kovacic was naturally gifted.
Kovacic was natural because
Kovacic is very good either way.
Natural. I don't think he.
I think Kovacic always had the ability.
Lampard than he was Sarri.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think he was very underrated on the
He
side
was
as well.
player of
Yeah.
the season.
He was just rigid though.
No, but
No,
he was
there's
played that he didn't suit Sarri's style of play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
he
he
played
was,
like
him
a
and
cam.
Barkley was subbed all the time. It was
And I
one
think he
for the
did it
other.
to a good standard, even though he didn't
Yeah.
suit it.
You know what's crazy? People are saying get Barkley back. I don't want to see that fucking big.
Listen, you know what I
like-
think of Ross Barkley. Don't get me started on
Yeah.
this. The fraud.
No,
He's a
man.
deceiver.
And
He has a couple of good
Loftus-
games.
Loftus
Yeah.
Cheek is always injured, and people want him back now.
No,
No,
he's
man.
a deceiver,
Thank
man.
you. Cool.
Deceiver footballer. He's that kind of footballer that has 2 good games, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, Ross Barkley," and then Southgate plays him in the England.
And it's actually one thing that's really funny because Nini said, "Oh, Sarri doesn't play Ruben Loftus-Cheek enough," and
Oh,
whenever he got loaned out from Chelsea by Frank Lampard, you know what?
Who
you
said
know what,
that? Nini.
You know what Nini said? Yeah, you know what Nini
Nini
said.
talks out of his ass as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a hypocrite, man. He's a hypocrite. You know what he said? He said, "Oh, I understand the loan because he needs to regain his footballing ability. You know, he needs to play because he came back."
But to be fair, he had a big injury.
He did have a big
Yeah.
injury, a very serious injury as
Yeah.
well.
No, but that's an
Yeah.
excuse.
It's like with Tino Angerin now. He needs to go and play now. There's
Yeah.
none of this. Oh, let him stay and train with the first team and
No,
slowly
he's very
get
good.
He needs to go play. Like,
Yeah.
otherwise you wake up and you're 21 in Ruben Loftus-Cheek's position when you haven't played 50 league games.
Is he a winger? This Andrew, because I see him
Is
playing.
that a good shout? What do you guys think about this formation? Yeah, if we take off the wingers, right, and we play like this, Timo and Giroud, like come.
What you mean? It's,
With Havertz.
that's a diamond. That's a diamond.
You have no width.
Yeah, that means you wouldn't have well, you'd have width through your fullbacks.
No, but
But
then
that means
there'd
you
be
wouldn't
no
have.
cover for them.
No, you would because of the midfield 3.
I would rather play Kai Havertz and Werner as 2 strikers.
Kai Havertz's best position is a number 10. End of.
Yeah.
Until we play him like that, we're
He's
not
like
gonna
a
see
shadow
him.
striker.
Right.
Shadow striker. Who comes up with these names, man? Shadow striker. What does that mean? He stands behind the
Defensive
striker. Shadow striker.
Defensive
The ninja.
striker. Yeah.
Do you guys think we can have like Charlie Musanda as our 4th winger?
No. Charlie Musanda could work at the gym or inside in a burger place. He
He's
cannot work at
trying
Chelsea.
so hard to get back.
I don't want him nowhere near Chelsea anymore, man. Every
He
time this guy
have
gets
rebuilt
injured,
him.
man. No
If we just keep playing
more of
Cone,
this
man.
youth kids coming back, man. None of this kids coming back.
With our fullbacks as well, I don't think they're attacking enough individualistically, if that makes sense. Like, for example, they're not good dribblers on the ball where they can pick a ball up, take him one, beat him
No,
across.
they're not. Yeah, no.
Cavas, you want Alonso back? He used to do it all the time.
No.
Christ's sake. Good Lord.
But it's just one of those things. I don't think that formation would suit our players.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I think the current formation doesn't suit our fucking players, man. I think we need to be changed, man.
It only suits the win backs if you're playing 3 at the back. That's
Yeah.
the only way you're gonna. That's the only way you play Werner on the left if he wants to and get the best out of him, because you'd have the wing backs as support, so he wouldn't be out wide enough.
But they're not good enough to play that role.
Yeah,
Neither
but-
one of them.
If Werner plays as a left forward in Liverpool system, I think he would suit.
He would?
I don't know. He
don't
can't.
I think he would.
He's only put out wide because of his pace.
Salah's not an
That's the only
amazing
reason.
dribbler.
He can't dribble.
Who
I
can?
I
know,
don't
but
know.
Salah is an amazing dribbler.
Yeah.
Out wide, he's not shown anything that he can dribble at all. Nothing.
He's not
Who-
good there, that's why. When you're on the
What are
wing,
we
you're
talking about?
told to take a player on
Werner.
across the ball. Timo Werner's
Werner's
is all
not a
about
winger,
movement
man.
and pace.
He's a striker.
That's what he is.
Imagine, you know what? This is how I shut down all these arguments. Werner should play as a winger. What if you played Vardy as a winger, man?
It wouldn't work, would it? Because he can't
No.
dribble.
There you go, man. My
Yeah,
point
yeah.
exact same.
Claude
thing.
Puel tried to and lost his job.
There you go.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Simple as. Enough with this like experiment, flexible players.
It's like putting
Striker
Lewandowski on the
job
wing.
is to be
What did
striker.
Puel do?
That's it.
What did Puel do?
He played Vardy on the left wing from games, and he lost
Did
his
he?
job because of it. Silimani was the top man, wasn't he, at that time?
Yeah, but Monday, it's because Mane is actually a fucking winger. He's an inside forward. Werner is not an inside forward. He's just a
No, he's
fucking
not
center
inside
forward.
forward. Mane can dribble as well.
And Mane's a world-class player. Like,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I love
arguably
him.
the best player in the
He's
league.
one player I'd love to have.
Okay,
in
but Salah's an
Exactly.
inside forward.
I
Yeah.
don't need Salah, man.
I don't want Salah.
No,
Salah just.
no. I didn't say we want Salah. I said Salah is an inside forward.
Yeah, he is.
But we can't say if Werner went to Liverpool, he would be playing out wide at times as an inside.
No, he
forward.
wouldn't. He would play as a front. He was supposed to be.
No.
What's
No, if Werner play,
I
came
know,
to
but not all of the time. He would be playing.
He
out
would
wide.
play it for But
But you know what? But Klopp would know how to utilize them more. He would play to his strength with the front pass.
And therein lies the problem.
Can you imagine Mane, Salah, and Werner up front all together? Oh my god!
With Firmino behind.
Can you imagine that? Oh, that'd be
my
scary
FIFA
as
team.
fuck. That would be scary as fuck.
But I don't think Werner would link up to play as good as Firmino can do.
No.
He's
Hey
pretty
boys,
underrated as well.
we might have the darkest time like this coming Chelsea show. You know, on Saturday she might come on.
Oh, I thought you were being poetic.
No, she might come on, man. I just spoke to her now. You know. She was like she's been bullied by these fans, and I was like, that's how fans are. The girl who beat Nini today in a debate and made him get really annoyed on Matisse's channel, man.
Oh right, okay.
That's disgraceful, man. That's disgusting.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of death threats and stuff.
What did she say? I didn't see it.
Death threats? Jesus.
Yeah.
What happened?
She just expressed her opinion. That's what
About
she about Lampard to Nini, and she beat him in the debate based
she
on
wanted him out or in or what?
and stats, and he was crying. Yeah, she wanted him out because obviously Nini wants him in.
Oh right, okay.
It was a good debate. Like it's one of those things. Have it in the background on your laugh. Like it'll be a great one.
She's getting death threats by Nini.
But not by Nini, by fans. Yeah. Anyhow, it doesn't. Let's talk about.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Fans are toxic. What happened on the terrace a few days ago? Fans are toxic.
The thing with me is the fact that we don't change our style of play based on the players on the pitch. If we have Werner, we still do the crossing thing, and obviously it's not gonna happen, man. Werner is like
you say that, Kai, right? Against Villa, the last 10 minutes when Werner and Havertz come on the pitch, we actually started doing a lot of rotation and movement. We looked a lot more slicker with the ball because they were rotating.
Yeah, but we will still cross. We will still cross a lot from the left.
And that's why I like Tuchel so much. He can adapt to the situation. He can change the tactics in the middle of a game when it's not working. For example, at Atlanta, he didn't have a creative mid. Then pass to Mbappe. Because
I'm going to say it right. And you might not agree with me yet, but I actually think if Frank Lampard plays everyone in their positions and keeps the formation that he likes, I think it'd actually work. Because we see it against Southampton, right? When Ziyech, Werner, Havertz, and Pulisic were all playing, and we had this same style of formation, we looked frightening. So much movement.
But that's just hope, Jeff. You hope
because we've seen him do it already. It's just that he's not playing.
I don't like to depend on Ziyech too much. Because if Ziyech is out, we can't. We have no creativity.
Then play Cho. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. Like,
but they're not the same players, though.
Yeah.
You can still play. You can still play Cho if Ziyech is not there, and still
the thing is, both Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi is better as a left wingers.
Better than having given Mason Mount there, isn't it, or Werner?
Yeah, he's right.
That's the issue. That's what he won't play Cho.
Do you guys think we need to try a system without Mason Mount?
We need to give him a rest next game.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Do you think
we won't give him a rest against Man City though? You know
we need what I think we should do is take out all the players, right? Like take out when you play like a Football Manager or whatever, when you manage your team, you pick an 11, you take out all the players and you have the team sheet, right? Do you think Lampard should start from zero and try to build a whole new team because the current one is failing? And I know Jim's saying we're having good signs, blah blah blah, but the reality of the matter is it's still not 3 points.
I think Lampard needs to get a plan B.
Kai, what do you mean build a new team?
Like build a new midfield. Defense, I guess it's good, but still our midfield and attack, we need changes there. It's not balanced.
Why Pep is losing games?
Little changes, like Werner up front, maybe Kovacic comes in. You don't change everything, like everyone.
Yeah, but no, because midfield we lose battles in the midfield a lot.
Why Pep lose games? Because
Mount he moves forward a lot and he leaves space behind him, man. Yeah. So we should try to do something else.
He's a bit of a worker, man. That's one good thing about him. He runs around like a headless chicken.
Yeah, he runs around, but we're losing games, so we need to change the whole thing.
The crossing tactic to cross all the time, that you can only do like 1 out of 6 games. But you can't do that every single week.
If it was me, I'd play Kante and Kovacic all the time because you know that they're going to be, they're going to cover each other. They're both going to do a good job.
But the thing
is good with the ball as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
But I'm not a fan of this 2-8.
Yeah. No, but Kante and Kovacic as pivot, I don't think they have good relationship.
Well, even though
you guys actually pay attention to our midfield against Villa last game? Did you guys pay attention to it?
Yeah.
Do you see how we get it? So why should we keep the same midfield then?
You know why we got battered? I'll tell you why. And I keep saying it because I don't.
But it's not only Jorginho. Even when
because he sits so deep. You're leaving Kante on his own to press against their midfield, and he's just sitting there next to our defence, waiting for him to come in.
Forward as well. That's because
Trust me, watch the guy. I assess the guy so much.
But it's not only him.
He's playing with 10 men.
It's not only him though, because Mount also moves forward, and his position behind him is left.
I didn't understand his subs. He put in Jorginho that slows the tempo of the game. Why? Again, to Kovacic, that was pretty good in the game. They gave us the driving option. I don't understand.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think the midfield is okay as it is, or do we need to start from zero, from scratch?
I told you. What did I tell you yesterday? I had an issue that Kante was our most forward pressing midfielder against Villa.
Yeah,
and he was taking shots. That's my issue. That's what Mason Mount. That's what Mason Mount should have been doing yesterday.
But you know the worrying thing is about a midfield where Mount is the most creative. I don't think it's a creative enough midfield.
And I don't think Mount is decision making is good enough. That was what we were saying last year, that he's not good enough.
We need to remember how old he is as well, though.
But he was getting Mount. If you remember in the early parts of the season, Mount was getting far more forward than he is now, and he was scoring more goals as well.
Yeah,
but he's not. I don't know why he's not. I don't know if he's been told.
I'd rather have Havertz far up and Mason Mount a bit deep.
Right, but Havertz, for me,
if you're going to play this number 8,
Havertz is an integration issue.
When you play 2-8s, the biggest problem you got, the difference of playing 2-8s and then playing just as a 10 role is that you get get forward, but you can get forward, but you have to track back because you can't leave Kante isolated. So they kind of lose their game a bit, because if you're playing as a 10, you're just allowed to support the striker and get in the box and not worry about having to track back. So it's understanding your positions. You know what I mean?
It's finding a balance
and close off some passing lanes. That's the only
exactly.
Yeah. Therefore, I said, should we do build a whole new team from scratch that is different to the one we're playing now? Because what Conte did properly, right? He lost 2 games in a row and he changed everything.
Changed it, yeah.
So should we do that now? Because for me,
but Kai,
let me finish, Prime. Winning 1 game from 5 for me is a disgrace for a club like Chelsea. Something is wrong. So we need to do something to fix that wrong. Not just change 3 players and just keep Mount in there, because Mount is probably the team that is losing. So we need to take consideration to change that team as well. We can't just choose
Lampard is
But Kai, the thing with Conte is when he came in, in order to figure out what the problem was, he didn't change anything at first until he could actually figure out what was wrong. Then he switched it.
You don't think Lampard knows what's wrong now? So what's the point of keeping him if he's just going to drop down the table?
I'm not saying he doesn't know what's wrong. I'm saying he doesn't know how to fix it, or he's trying to fix it and it's not really working, or maybe it's the fact that we have these injuries and that's why it's not working. And to that, I would say, as a manager, you're going to have injuries. You have to work with what you have. That's part of why I still put Liverpool as favourites with all their injuries.
Right now,
as manager, I expect you to work with it.
I would not against Villa, but against the other team that we play after Villa, Fulham, for example, right? I would do this. I would put Kovacic and Kante as CDMs, and ahead of him, I would have Havertz, Pulisic, Werner, and Ziyech.
If he's fit.
Try something different. 2 DMs would cover more space than 2 8s.
No, but that's what I want. I think that's what we all. That's Chelsea fans.
Yeah, I'm not going
Can we try that? Can we try that?
You know what's funny?
No, it's not working.
You know what's funny? That's what Frank wants as well. That's why he wants a DM.
He wants. You meant.
No, that's why he wants to be. Whether you want Declan Rice or not, that is why he wants a DM.
And I don't think Kante's part of the plan. I think Kante's the one getting replaced.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's
the thing is,
we need Kante.
Before the 2-8, we have to stay 4-2-3-1.
Long term
is too important.
Yes,
but what do you think about my idea, man?
But the thing is, your idea is, we played your idea before the 2-8s. We played 4-2-3-1. But the thing is, Kante and Kovacic I know, but Kovacic and Kante don't have the relationship. Do you remember when Jorginho was injured? When Kante was injured and we had Jorginho and Kovacic, they were so good together. Then Kante came in and played with Kovacic. Then we played so much worse in the midfield.
When we bought these players at the beginning of the season, right? We all sat. I think we all did actually. I don't know about Kai because I wasn't talking to Kai as much then because he disappeared for whatever reasons. But it was we actually said 4-2.
Have a life.
4-2-3-1, and the 4-2-3-1 was Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Werner with a Kovacic and Kane hold. So for me, that was always the set out. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
so
you're absolutely right, Jim. That was every Chelsea's fans formation. That's what it was, and no one can tell us any different. That's
I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
But, so is it time? Is it time to try something that doesn't include Mount? Because if you remember the Sevilla game, we didn't have Mount, and we won the most convincing way. Should we try that? I know he's not been playing badly, but should we try something else? Because what's the combination we have now aren't working.
Yeah, he's not been playing great either, though.
Who?
Mount. I don't think he's been playing well in the last 5 games.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah. So there you go. That's another reason. Should we try that? Then? Should we try that?
But the thing is, the player I can say Lampard needs to get so much blame on is Havertz, because Havertz right now he's coming so deep. He's coming deep and passing to the wingers. He should be the player to receive.
I remember when he was very effective. I remember at the beginning.
Havertz should be between the defenders. He shouldn't
be doing what Bruno's doing for Man United.
Yes, exactly.
Where he finds gaps.
Yeah, remember that Southampton game when he was at the right place at the right time.
But then there's a problem with that, though, because if you have Kante and Kante and Kovacic, neither one of them is a sprayer of the ball.
And that's our problem. We need. That's what we need to get in the summer. We need a player that can pass
people
between the
look at
lines.
his faults. They don't look at the positives there. So it's like it's a yin and yang.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about it. We should just surgically remove this whole team. Try to build a new team. You know what they should do? Lampard should do. He should break the team into two in training and see how they complement each other. Because if we keep this, I can see us dropping a lot more points if we keep the same thing. Because I think a lot of teams figured us out.
I think he's going to change it. I think
but
you're going to see
the problem with the two DMs, Kante and Jorginho and Kovacic, and Havertz as a number 10. None of these midfielders can pass between the lines. That's why this 4-2-3-1 didn't work before this 2-8. That's what we need. That's the only thing the Chelsea need right now. A player that can pass between the lines.
Are you Swedish or Finnish?
Swedish.
Ah, there you go. See, I guess the accent, man. Because my roommate in college was a Swedish guy, so I can tell the accent. But yeah, man.
You always have these.
Because I've traveled Ram. I'm not just stuck in the basement.
That's because of his other identity.
Yeah, that's very true.
His other job.
That's very true.
Yeah.
45 years old.
Right. We were all screaming out because we used to play 4-2 for a little while, and then we were all screaming out 4-3-3-2-8. Right. We started playing 4-3-3-2-8, and now we've been losing all these games, and it's not fucking working. You think we should just stick to 4-2-3-1? I think that is the formation. I think that is it.
And it improves all of our players.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, he stumbled onto the 4-3-3 and get away to Krasnodar.
But why?
I don't think. And then it's just sort of we went on that run. But now
Winter Surfer, we had one good game with 4-3-3 when it was Havertz and Mount in the middle, and it was against Burnley away.
Yeah.
That was the only game I can remember.
But remember, if you remember, he stumbled across it in the second half against Krasnodar.
Yeah.
I know it was.
And that's a type of game Havertz don't get pressed. Like Burnley, they're not pressing.
But what I mean is, he's then continue with that and not being flexible in his formation change. And that's why we've suffered.
I think people got too carried away with this 2-8 thing.
Yeah. The 2-8s. Listen, I don't bring the 2-8.
That's a good point. That's a good point. However, he is similar to Ozil the way he did. But I don't think he's as good of a passer as Ozil. But I think he's a much better finisher than Ozil.
Yeah, he's better at right.
One thing, have you ever seen Havertz shoot outside the box? I've never seen him do that. He needs to do it more.
No, but he's just in the box, though. He
is
cold.
Yeah, he's a boxer, yeah.
Which is why if you play him at a 10, it's not going to be like a through ball passing 10. It's going to be
he doesn't have to travel after
it's going to be more just off the striker 10. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Up there in the box, getting a header, whatever. Just doing it.
But inside the box, Havertz pretty clinical. He was pretty clinical.
It'd be more like a striker.
Exactly. Frank Lampard, who was the best at arriving in the box late, right? And that's Havertz's strength. He should be fucking learning from him every day in training.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
How many times have you saying
Nobody's learning from Lampard other than fucking Mount, man. He needs to try different combinations, man. That's my biggest issue.
Just watch his video. Just watch videos of Lampard.
Honestly, he's got the best man. I'm telling you for that. Really
yeah. I mean, Lampard could teach him, but is Lampard doing that? Because it feels like our whole team is disconnected from one another, man.
I think Havertz is pretty similar to him.
Yeah,
it's definitely
It's
the
going to take longer
midfield.
than it expects, man. And I
The
don't know whether
midfield is the midfield is the biggest issue. That's what it is. It's the midfield.
yeah, but shouldn't we try combination to solve that? Or should we just
No,
accept
yeah,
it?
we should. But what I'm saying is that is the major issue.
Because what's really bothering me with Lampard, it seems that you just want to buy a rice and just change everything again. Work with what you have, because those midfielders were good. If you remember under Sarri, our midfield was the best in the league, man.
Yeah.
We had the highest pass accuracy, and we had so why not try to build something that works? Why do we have to keep buying more players and then they're gonna complain about gelling again? Gelling is not an excuse if you keep buying more players. So what, are we gonna wait 3 more years for them to gel because we keep buying more players because the system doesn't work? No, we should try to use the resources that we have now and try to fix it.
The only player I would say that we should buy in January is a winger. That's it.
Yes, that is
backup.
a priority.
That is something I agree with, yeah, but not get rice, because right now we don't need more rice. We don't
rice,
need for
I know. Listen. I've been telling you. I know some of you guys are saying, you guys might need to brace yourselves because it's not up to us. If
I don't
want
want a
it,
winger.
It's going to happen. But we need
I
a
want
winger.
Declan Rice.
We do need a winger.
I don't like
I
him
would
either.
rather get David Alaba.
Gives me orc vibes, man.
Gents,
I've seen that picture as well. It does look like it.
All right, pal.
Yeah, good, man.
it was nice to come on again. Thank you for having me, Kai.
As always,
Take care, mate.
Anytime, man.
See you later.
Peace.
Yeah.
I would rather get David Alaba and play him as CDM, a ball-playing guy that can pass between the lines. Exactly what we need.
No, Brexit means Brexit, man. Let rice come, like.
If Lampard decide to bench Havertz, why not try to play Ziyech as a 10 and Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, and Werner? That can also be an option.
Yeah, but that's fine when he's.
He is actually a cam. He played more games as a cam than a right winger in Ajax, so he can play as a 10.
But that's what I mean. I don't. But like I said earlier, with our attacking players, we shouldn't be like so rigid in where they're playing. You know, behind the striker, we should be able to tell them.
I can't imagine Ziyech driving with the ball like a number 10.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see that. Yeah, he's more. That's why he crosses in. Look at his crosses, man. They're beautiful when he crosses.
His left foot is beautiful itself, man.
Yeah.
You could just, if I could just like cut off his leg and use it.
It's
like
just beautiful. We actually missed that, you know.
Just beautiful.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
How much would Pedro Neto cost if we would like to buy him?
I like Neto. He's very good.
Neto.
Because
You're probably
Jota
looking
only
at-
cost 40 mil.
Isn't he run out of contract, Neto?
I don't know.
No, but he's very, very good.
1 year?
I know
And
that.
it might be
Yeah,
about 45 million.
I think
now or
Wolves
something.
have a better team than Arsenal, man. I've said it 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, they do.
I mean, we shouldn't be losing to them, but it's better.
They played very well today, actually.
Could we
against
have
Man
the
United,
link?
and they lost.
I mean, we're probably gonna be back for like what? You guys, you want to stay like 10 more minutes and then we go? Or you guys are already
Yeah,
tired?
sure.
Yeah, we're gonna go for 10 more minutes, man. So if you wanna come on, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, people.
Like and subscribe, share, retweet,
Like
do
and
your
subscribe,
thing.
share it with your mom, with your grandma, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend. We don't discriminate. With anybody in your household.
And as Kai would say, the weirdo next door as well, yeah? Make
Yeah.
sure you-
Yeah.
Not the weirdo next door because then
Yeah.
he's gonna come to you. with all-
And your Swedish roommate. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. No longer, man. He left already. He's back in Sweden, man. He's back in Stockholm, man.
You should write a
Where's
book.
Sam Greenwood, man? Get him on.
Sam Greenwood, man. He gives me too much compliments, man. I'm getting very uncomfortable, bro.
I'll tell you what, Kai, when we
Who the
play
hell is
Tottenham,
this guy?
Kai, when we play Tottenham next, you should get that Alex guy on.
Kai, I've heard you
I-
like Zlatan.
You know, what did you say, my man?
I heard you like Zlatan.
I love Zlatan, man. He's one of my favorite players going
Is
up.
that Eden Hazard on his knees?
We have similar personalities, man.
Okay, if Zlatan wins the Serie A, would you not regard him as one of the best strikers of all time? I would.
No.
He's
So
won it
you win the
before.
Serie A.
Hey,
Yeah, but he's
for
He's
me-
won the
39.
Champions League.
And
for me,
I
he's
know,
the man
but
I love.
he took a Serie A.
He's been to all these teams and he's never won a Champions League.
Yeah, but you need to take in context. He would have won a
He was at a very good.
He-
He was at a very good Barcelona.
No, Pep
Zlatan
destroyed his
is one
career.
of the best strikers ever, man. Don't disrespect Zlatan, man.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's not.
Is he?
It's
Is he
just-
an actual GOAT? That's what I'm trying to say. Is he like?
Yeah.
He is the GOAT. He is Zlatan, man. He's a
Yeah.
lion, man. He's above people, man.
But the thing with
Yeah,
Zlatan, he would have won the Champions League when Inter Milan won it if
There you go, my
Pep
man.
didn't bench him.
Exactly.
What?
People who
I
are not
don't know.
Chelsea fans, you might
If you
come
have read
to
this
the
book,
channel, but this is a
Zlatan,
Chelsea show, man. We're not gonna add any rivals, man.
the thing, if you read this book, he even said Messi, he got all the goals. So Messi said to Pep, "I want to play as a striker," and then he put Zlatan as a left winger.
Yeah. Prediction for City, people.
We're even playing. We're gonna find out.
Honest,
Yeah, if
honest
the game.
predictions. None of this 4-0. Oh, Lampard is
Okay,
gonna.
I'll be honest. 2-1 to City. I'm honest.
2-1 City. Oof. Okay. Prime.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Prime needs to get fired, man. Andrew.
So I do head or heart.
Hey, you gotta do your head, man. None of that hard stuff.
Head. Shit. 1-0.
1-0. Jim.
If he plays people in their right fucking positions and doesn't play
No,
Werner on the
no
left,
ifs. No ifs. What's what your head tells you.
I actually think we'll.
We don't do those filtered predictions here, man. You gotta.
The thing is, Man City
gotta say the
ain't-
honesty, man.
Man City, you can get them.
They're getting form back, man. They're getting form
They
back.
are,
with
but
the
you
scoreless
can
guys
get them
scoring
as
like
well. They
crazy.
ain't as strong as we think they are. But
They're machine-like. You know what I mean?
because we've been in such shit form, I think we are going to turn the corner eventually. I've just got this feeling, and it might be this game. So I'm going to say 2-0 Chelsea. Fuck it, I'm
2-0
back in
Chelsea.
this.
2-0. Nice one.
Jesus Christ, man.
That'd be great.
Jesus Christ, man. It's
2-0 would be great.
Actually, Man City's defense has been really good in recent times.
yeah, man. I saw, man. Diaz is finally clicking.
Oh,
Man.
Diaz
I love
and
the guy, man.
Cancelo has been really good this season.
Fucking love the guy.
Come
Who
on,
do we
Chelsea,
have?
man.
Prime. Prediction City.
5-1 City.
There's optimism, man.
He always goes against us anyway. Every time we've
No,
played,
because
he always says the
Jam,
opposite.
Jam. What have I been saying all season?
game?
What
What's
have
your
I been saying?
Spurs game?
Jam, what have I been saying
What was
all
your prediction for the
season?
Liverpool game?
Can I talk? What have I been saying all season? In these big games, I don't trust it because it's been shown. It's been shown he doesn't do well in these big games, and he usually falls into their hands. I'm assuming if we fall into City's hands, then yeah, we will get beat 5-1. But if he sets up correctly, we can beat them 3-1.
This is a big test for Lampard.
Fair enough.
This is a really big game for
You're
Lampard.
saying, what did I say about the Spurs game or City game? Because I was realistic about what I thought.
I think it's a realistic score.
I didn't gas things up like you guys and then get angry and disappointed.
Mate, you said we'd lose every time.
Hey,
You're like, you're going to lose.
I don't
Yeah,
dis-
but
Prime,
again,
Prime,
what did I just
I
say?
don't disagree with you. I don't disagree
No,
with
you do not. You back your team, bro. Back
No,
your team.
no.
If we lost 3-1 to
I'm
Arsenal,
realistic about what. I'm realistic about
That's
what
a good
I
point,
see.
man. If we lost to Arsenal, what are we going to do against City,
I'm
man?
realistic about what I
Arsenal.
see. I'm not going to give a stupid prediction and then be angry when it doesn't come true. I'm realistic with that.
You said we're going to beat Arsenal 8-0, didn't you?
No, I said that as a joke.
All right. What did you say we
I
beat Arsenal?
preferenced before and after that that was a joke. I said we'd win 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we lost 3-1.
Yeah. Exactly.
If we play like we played against Arsenal, man. Did you watch what City did to Arsenal, man? Did you watch what they did to Arsenal, man? And that was Arsenal first team as well, you know. You all remember what Arsenal C team did to us, man. Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully a better performance, but
yeah,
for me, I don't think we're gonna bounce back against City right now,
really
man.
good
Yeah.
as a striker.
No, I think City came too soon for us, to be honest. If I'm honest with you, I think it's gonna be
That's if we play him.
2-1 City. 2-1 City. No, I think the Premier League is gonna make it with goal, man. What about you, man?
This would actually be a
prediction, bro.
I'll say 0-0. Both teams will play
0-0
for
City Chelsea.
I think this would be the perfect game for Werner because City will attack us, and which will give us him really much space. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we can hit them on the counter, and Werner. I don't know.
Does that mad run again like he did last time against them?
Kai, who's better, R9 or Zlatan? For me, Zlatan. I love Zlatan.
But if
man. I read his book 3 times, but that's how much.
R9 is a better player, but
he asked me, man. My opinion, I like Zlatan more than R9.
Yeah,
but
but
R9 is probably the better striker, but I like R9 more, man.
R9 is better striker, but he got so many injuries. So,
R9 is the best striker I've ever seen.
Exactly, he's the best
He was
striker.
unreal, mate.
Him or Drogba, Jim? Him or Drogba?
R9, of course. Drogba is not
so unreal, mate. R9. This guy
Drogba
was
affected me
madness.
more, so it's Drogba. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's
for the clutch games, it would always be Drogba, man. He was the
That's
best.
what people did. I saw an Arsenal, a United fan say that Rashford is better than Aguero, man.
That's
So
disgusting.
things for me, man.
I don't want to say it, but Aguero's a better striker than Drogba.
I love Aguero though, man. How are you going to disagree?
Aguero for me is the
disagree,
best striker in the Premier League.
Yeah, I
I
love
don't
Aguero
disagree,
as well.
but Didier, you know, big game Didier, you know what I mean? Big game Drog. That's what he
But
is.
Origi is also good in the big games. Like
You shut your face. Don't compare them.
Origi. Imagine Origi, bro. Oh man.
Wait, hold.
Oh what?
Who said Origi? Who said Origi?
no, I said Origi is also good in the big games.
Yeah, he was joking,
okay,
man.
bye.
No, man.
No Origi.
Prime.
No.
You don't know the guy.
Prime was
Don't
just
just
beating him up. Prime
He's
was
just
No, it was a joke.
Arvin. He's just joking, man. Prime has like weird jokes.
He was coming in.
It was a joke. Okay.
Prime, you can't joke with people you don't know, man. That's not how the world works.
Okay, so I can joke with you then. Bye.
I love you,
Just
Prime.
chucked him off. You just chucked him
Prime
off
is my bro. Prime is my YouTube bro, man.
At least you changed your picture, Prime. It's not looking like Kai anymore, so it's all good.
Instead, he wears the same.
By the way, for people who's giving me shit about the tree, huh?
Oh yeah.
There you go,
Did you
man.
decorate it after Christmas?
I decorated myself. Oh, Prime, you look better already, man. Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? I would look at Kai's face.
Yeah,
like,
get Kai's
posing.
face. Oh my god!
Oh my god, what is that?
It's Prime changing,
Hey,
man.
hey, Kai, who the fuck? What did you say when you saw Sam Greenwood? What the fuck is this guy?
Bro, but that came to me by surprise. So to be fair to Sam,
Who the fuck is this guy?
people in the chat. How should we call the people in the chat? I'm gonna call you Kai's army, man. Kai's army. What do you think? What do you think the result against City is going to be, man? Honest prediction.
6-0 Chelsea. Come
None
on.
of that Chelsea lovey, man.
What would you do if we won 6-0? Like, if we actually won 6-0 against Man City?
The chances of us winning 6-0 against the City is like the
It's high,
Lampard
bro.
chances winning Premier Leagues, man. Nah, man, it's not.
I might put a bet on it without telling you. Just
Well, if you want to lose money, man, go ahead.
But City's attack is not that good, so it's not impossible.
As long as Aguero.
Yeah, but neither was Arsenal, and they turned into prime Barcelona against us.
Yeah, but we underestimated them so much. We said 8-0, 6-0.
We didn't underestimate them.
This is so karma. Yeah, we play shit.
We didn't underestimate Arsenal. They are crap. We just played shit.
Exactly.
They are crap.
If they were crap, we were diarrhea, man. That's how
what I
bad it
mean.
was.
No, it was diarrhea. It was our fault.
were.
We lost that game. I keep
We
saying
were
that.
food poisoning. That's what we were.
City 2-1. I love my chat, man. Everybody's
Like,
so
Chelsea is a type of team to give the like teams and players goals. For McGoldrick, Arsenal, like
City 2-1.
it's always Chelsea.
Hey,
He's
boys,
just
I'm
gonna
going to
bang a
shoot.
hat-trick.
Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves.
All right, Jim.
Take care, my bro. It was nice having you on, Jim.
See you later, man.
His debut on the No Filter, man.
See you later.
Bye, man.
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Oh, optimistic, man. That's optimistic. I wouldn't mind it. Pulisic scored. Zuma. That's very brave, man. To be fair, he did score like 3 goals or something.
We missed him last
Did you
night.
see how integral Zuma is when we have a corner? Because the last game we didn't have Zuma and Thiago Silva. We were shit at the corners.
Oof. Yeah. No, I like Zuma. I just think going forward, if you want to win titles, we need to get somebody who's.
I don't rely on corners to win games.
Yeah, we shouldn't, man. That we used to do under what's his name? Who remember Hiddink when we had like that shit fucking intern
Do you
season?
guys think Thiago Silva is better than Van Dijk? I think he is.
Who?
Thiago Silva.
At the moment, yeah, but
last season too, because he was so underrated.
I like Thiago Silva, but I also like Van Dijk. I think Van Dijk is a
I
very good
like Van Dijk.
King Kenny is the best striker, man. Who's King Kenny?
Kenny Dalglish.
Who's that?
Liverpool legend.
Liverpool.
Kenny Dalglish. Player, manager. So, yeah.
If City what? If City bottle chances, then we could win. If City, I don't want us to be the if team. If this happened, if this team did this, if this team forgot to wear their boots, what are the predictions, man? Shouldn't be doing that, man. We should be like, if we turn up, we can beat them.
If this team turns up with their under-23 team.
Oh, imagine. You know what would be really humiliating? If City had like 5 players taken out of their team and they beat us with their B team too. Jesus Christ.
The thing is with City, last season, their problem was the defense. They were so good attacking-wise. This season, they're shit attacking-wise, but good defensively.
Yeah. Also, you know what? I don't want us to lose by 3 goals. If we're gonna lose 2, I'm sick of them using the kit against us. Man. I'm honestly sick of that. You see, like that 3-1 thing, man. Jesus Christ.
We have lost so many games like with 3.
Can I ask you guys a
3, I
question?
think it's yeah. Go ahead, man.
Who do you think is
Questions
the
are
best
welcome, man. Yeah.
Who's the best Belgian player to ever live? Hazard or De Bruyne?
For me, Hazard, because I love Hazard, man.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
That so shows how
You're on a
how
Chelsea
little-
channel, man. Like
but
nobody's
this
gonna tell you
shows- no, but
KDB.
this
man.
shows how little Belgium has affected the world of football.
Yeah, man.
No, because people
It's
look at the
Hazard
Real
or De
Madrid
Bruyne.
Hazard.
I might get a bit sick for this, but I think Salah.
What do you say? Lampard or Hazard?
No. They just look at the Real Madrid Hazard. That's why they.
Oh
like
yeah,
to
Madrid
say-
Hazard. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Salah is better than Hazard.
Nah.
He's more.
Salah is-
He's not a better
Nah.
player ability-wise, but he's more consistent. I love Salah.
He's just in a much better system, man, and he can just run and just score goals.
I
He doesn't
hate
have to
people
dribble.
say he relies on the system. You don't rely on the system if you score 32 goals in your first season in Liverpool.
Yeah, but did he score the same amount of goals at Roma? In a different
Yeah,
system?
he got like 15 goals and 11 assists this season.
Yeah, 15 goals, but now that's so very
The
very
thing is,
far away. from
Hazard, and then Salah, he scored 32 goals the first season in Liverpool. Then people said one season wonder. He scored 22 goals season after, so he shut down the haters, and then scored 90 goals season after. And this season,
But that's what I said earlier. If Hazard was more selfish,
he
would have scored a hell of a lot more goals.
But that's the beauty of him. He was a creator as well. He was a mix.
No, I know that, but there were so many times when he was like in the we must have watched him covered. So many times in the penalty area, and he'd go to pass instead of go just blast the bloody ball. You know what I mean?
Do
And it
you
wouldn't
know
end
what I
up
think
anything.
the problem is? The
They're
thing
different
with
players, man. Hazard's a creator. You're
not only that, Hazard has only played in defensive systems. He has
I'm
played
not
in
shocked, man.
and he has
I'm not
shit attackers around him, like Willian, Morata. So, of course, Salah is gonna have more goals, but I still would say Salah is a more consistent player.
Are any of you shocked that United are second? I'm not shocked, man, because they have a good system that fits all their players. They're playing good football. They're winning games.
Nothing's going to
I'm not-
shock me this season now.
I'm
This
not
season,
shocked,
There's no shocks in this season now.
Yeah.
Bruno
just can't-
Fernandes is
You
so
just can't
good.
predict anything. I wouldn't even predict a result. Anything can happen.
Thiago Silva is a bigger player and legend than Chiellini and
Yeah, because he's done it in more years. He's done it for in 10 years for 3 different clubs. We count.
even though I really like Bonucci when he was at Barcelona.
But Bonucci and Chiellini, the season they only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League. They were so good. Like nobody was touching them.
Who has been our signing of the season so far? Thiago Silva. Yeah, Thiago Silva.
But isn't it embarrassing they were relying on a 36-year-old?
Yeah, he shouldn't be our signing of the season, man. Should be one of our attacking players.
Yeah, our attackers have been underwhelming. But I think, honestly, Andrew, hand to heart, I think it's due to the system we play. We don't play to the strength of our attack.
I understand, but that's what I mean. It's like embarrassing that. It's sort of
And
embarrassing
people-
that Thiago Silva's our signing of the season. So far.
Yeah.
People that say Zuma has had a better season than Thiago Silva. If Thiago Silva wasn't here, Zuma wouldn't be as good. Zuma is a player. He's good with another world-class centre back, but when he has a shit centre back next to him, he's not as good. But
all you need to do is refer people to last season. You don't need to give a speech. Just refer them to last season. How many goals we conceded with him with another defender. So, that's enough, man. Yeah, it's enough. Anyway, people, we're gonna wrap up the show, man. It was honestly a pleasure, man. It was really fun, man, talking about football, with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, man. Help us grow, man. We grew like something crazy, like 60 subscribers in a week, and hopefully we'll keep growing, man. I'm gonna do collabs with Lewis in the future and other Chelsea people.
Nice.
But of course, as you know, your man Kai doesn't lose his value, so we're gonna keep the same platform, man. No filters, honest opinions. Unless it's Jim, because you know Jim is Lampard in and he cannot called a non-objective opinion. But that's all from us, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, man, and you know, try not to get Chelsea to get you all depressed, man. Say bye to the people, Prime.
Bye. Bye.
Prime says bye.
Thanks for having me on, Kai, and everything. And